Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Depends on your time and your location. This is BIAFRAS My Home TV. I salute you all, my fellow Genuri BIAFRAS. I said, may Elohim continue to bless us and continue to keep us alive. May He, as our Father, give us this freedom. May Him, as our Father, grant us peace, unity, love, wisdom, understanding. Now that we are in USBG government, may Elohim be the one to pilot affairs of the Biafran people. May Elohim be the one that will push the entire world to give us recognition that we Biafrans are looking for. May Chukwu Okabiama grant Mazen Land Kano, Mas Simon Igba, long life, more strength to conquer all our enemies. May He peacefully give us recognition from the hands of every country who are going to support what we're doing. May He continue to strategize our governments for them to continue to do the needful for the freedom that we are fighting for, that we are looking for, that we are supporting for. Because for us to be free will be the most good thing that will happen in this planet. So I said, Mechukwu Okabia my premier niile ya gozie anyị n'okwu nwere onwe ma mepere anyị ụzọ ọbụla mere mmechi ka anyị onwe anyị wee nwere onwe anyị wee si n'aka mba ndị zoo, aka mba ndị ogbu aṅụ ọbara, aka mba ndị ya ji ọbara wee na-asa iru, n'aka ndị a jụrụ eziokwu ma na-ekwu ọba si, n'aka ndị a sị na anyị ama nwere onwe anyị ka na-ekwu. May Elohim Chukwu Okabia pụrụ ihe niile continue to bless us, but in all may He push any world, any country in this life, may He push them for one recognition from now to next 2 months. Only one recognition. What we're asking Him. One country. No matter how small it is in this world, but let it be a country. Let them recognize us. We ask you this, oh Lord. And we're saying, na nyata na ahụ n'ihi okwu nwere onwe a. Nzika aka dị ike bịa chụpụrụ anyị ndị ọjọọ, ka aka dị ike gị mere anyị ebere, ka aka dị ike gị chebe onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi, ka aka dị ike gị chebe onye ndu Simon Igba, aka dị ike chebe onye ndu Dr. Ngozi Orebeze na ndị na gọọmenti nke na-arụ ka ọ dị ugbu a na-arụ seriously for our recognition, because this is only one thing that will free Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ma Simon ewesịghị mere anyị ebere. Anyị aga agọ mmehie, anyị yiri azụ bi n'ime oke osimiri nke na-apụghị ịga agọ mmiri. Otu a ka ndụ anyị dị, biko gbaghara anyị mehiere kwuru onwe a n'ụzọ anyị si na-achị ya, mana ọ bụ n'ụzọ nke mmadụ na-ezughị oke, ọ bụghị n'ụzọ nke mmadụ zuru oke. Ọ bụrụ na anyị bụ mmadụ na-ezu oke eziokwu n'igwe bụ Chukwu oke abịa, gbaghara anyị ụzọ ọbụla nke anyị si mehiere ma nye anyị nwere onwe, ka mba ụwa recognize anyị ofu n'ime mba ụwa from now to next 2 months. Chukwu oke abịa kpata ka anyị recognition. Enye recognition today, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu apụta taa, enye anyị Maazị Nnamdi apụta echi, enye anyị ụmụ Biafra ndị jere dizie ha ozugbo. Chukwu oke mezinyere anyị ihe anyị na-arịọ. Ị chọrọ ka anyị wee nwụsị ebe FEER wee mee ya? Ị chọrọ ka anyị wee FEER wee mee ya? Ụgwọ nna ahụ anyị atala ahụ a ka ọ dị mma, egbuola anyị ka ọ dị mma, ewela anyị chụọ aja ka ọ dị mma. Onwekwa ndị anyị bidoro gbaba egbe, ọkwa na ha gbaba anyị egbe. Ị maara na mba Naijiria bidoro gbaba ụmụ Biafra egbe n'okwu nwere onwe a, eweba defend onwe anyị, ewee na-asịrị biko nụ nekwenye na comment section mmadụ ka Lilia, mmadụ ka Ogbuefi, ihe ọbụla nke ha na-eme iji spọt okwu nwere onwe a, biko mee ka ihe ha ga-eri bịa, mee ka ihe ha ga-eji wee gboo mkpa bịa, ụwa ka ihe ga-eri anyị bịa. Ihe ile aka anyị resị ga anyị mararịọ gị mere anyị, nkwa na anyị ama mere anyị, ma gị nye anyị recognition, nye anyị recognition dịka ị nyere mba dị iche iche. Ị nyere Bangladesh, ị nyere India, ị nyere Pakistan, ị nyere Iran, ị nyere Iraq, ị nyere ọtụtụ mba dị iche iche ka ha wee nwere onwe ha. Nye ka anyị wee nwere onwe anyị. Chukwu oke abịa lekwa my brother Chinedu agwa mgbo, ihe ahụ nke ọ na-eche, ya nke ọ na-arịọ ka si ka mere ya ụtụtụ, mee ya n'ehihie, mee ya n'uhuruchi, mee ya n'abalị, mere anyị ya n'Eke, mere anyị ya n'Orie, mere anyị ya n'Afọ, mere anyị ya na Nkwọ. Sị gị, o Chukwu kpata ọsọ enyemaka. Ebe anyị na ugbu a bụ na anyị ata n'ahụ debe Biafra Liberation Army, anyị adịghị ndị polisi anyị atala ahụ jee Finland wee ri ya declare, anyị ata na wee kwuo na anyị bụ a new nation. Anyị na-ata na ndị na-ejere mba ụwa akwụkwọ kọnstitution wee na-asịrị biko ka akwụkwọ ọbụla ka anyị na-eje ka ọ dị ugbu a ka e wee ha ya, ka e wee haza, ka e wee ha bịa recognize. O tekere Pakistan, o tekere Bangladesh, Chukwu oke abịa ma only 1 year 8 months a small country recognize ya, Kuhata recognize ya. Anyị onwe anyị taa ama akọntala Kuhata recognize ya before Germany wee bịa ewesịrị mere ihe a niile. Biko zie nye anyị recognition anụ biko, ihe a ka anyị rịọrọ ma kwere na ị ga-emezu ya na-aga Chukwu oke abịa. Ise. Thank you. Those who are the first commentators here today are Nwada Liliana. I greet you from here. Good morning. Ogbuefi is morning here. Good morning. Chinedu Agwarambo here is morning. Good morning. My brother, you are still work by now. Mokadi is Mokadi. You will allow him from every. I'm not saying when you know God them. Odi etako jonjo them. Oh, two and can not well no kumuro wise. No get hit tako jira. You know God them. And then when you had them and no matter anymore. Ana m atọ onye ọbụla n'ime anyị ka anyị wuru obi eziokwu, ka anyị wuru obi ike ma pro shinshin ma nwee obi ka Chukwu oke abịa ma nọ n'ihe ahụ anyị na-achọ na o ruo n'anya aka elu, ihe ahụ anyị na-achọ na ọ dị anyị nso, ihe ahụ anyị na-achọ na anyị ga-enwetarịrị na anyị enwetala ya enweta. Yes, going forward like I always do, I cannot start my program in a day without hearing from the voice of ONYENDU Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, because his voice is so dearly. His voice is a thunderous voice. His voice is encouraging us to do what we are doing. Moreover, all the voice of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu in the year of 2021 is so touching. is so encouraging. Like I told you, I am not here to gossip with the names of Rama, Shiamaka, Sana Parawa, sometimes so. No. But if what I am doing refer for me to refer their name on it, I will bring them as what they are doing, as how they are the enemy. So that is why you don't see multitude watching here, because I am not gossiping. But I bring them to make an reference for you to understand that these individuals, so like this, like look at what they are doing. Look at those who has done that in the past. Look at some conflict that has happened. If you are here yesterday, throw back what I'm doing now. You will remember that yesterday we got a exposition how Bangladesh got to their country after we stopped our war in 1970. How Bangladesh got their independence in 1971. They got their own in 19 after war. After war between Bangladesh and Pakistan. After war between Bangladesh and Pakistan, when they are in the war, Pakistan invaded Bangladesh and captured their leader and took him away in 1970. When we Biafras are in war, Bangladesh and Russia and Pakistan, they are also in war. They are also fighting. Not only us that time. But they resist they stand on their fight. They refuse to surrender. Despite capturing their leader. And you know that our own, nobody captured Ojukwu. I hope you know that. That nobody captured Ojukwu. But Ojukwu flew. Because of one advice of our people and the crying of our people. We don't endure things. We Biafrans, we don't know how to endure. We always want quick action. This is who we are. This is the truth of what is going on and what happened to us. If not pressure from our people, despite that Ojukwu senior brother betrayed him, two things are our problem. We don't endure. We always like to sabotage. These two things is what makes Ojukwu to say, okay, fine. My people are shouting, my people are crying, too much of advice. Too much of advice kills a movement. The advice of our people also is what makes Ojukwu to also surrender to the enemies and flee away. I hope you are getting it. Hope you're making common sense. We don't endure things. We don't. We always want miracle. We always want quick action. Chukwu Okabiama is using this movement we are into to tell us how to endure. Chukwu Okabiama is using all this happening to teach us how to, when we build our contract, things got wrong, that we must endure. Not when things got wrong, we start complaining like Israelites. That is what Chukwu Okabiama is doing right now. He is trying to teach us a lesson how to endure. First, we always want quick action, quick action, quick action. We don't endure things. This is the main problem that we Biafrans face in. And Chukwu Okabiama knows that because of we don't endure, that is what Ojukwu lost. That is why Ojukwu lost the war. That is why he now this time around he teaching us how to endure things when things are happening, when the way we don't want it so quick. The endurance, the impatience in us is what causes us some more problems here and there. That is why he puts a words in the words of Nandekam, mouth of Mazinam can say, when you that the level we're into need a mental toughness. The mental toughness is part of endurance. The mental toughness is for you to have a long hour of waiting for something that you could not get. Yes, that is it. Because when I begin to rethink they face everything that's happening time of Ojukwu. I found out that one key factor, one major key factor that happened to Ojukwu is that our people refuse to endure, refuse to relax. Our people refuse to understand what we are into time of Ojukwu. Because our people want quick action. Let me tell you what happened to me here. I was looking for a job. I went inside the company to submit my CV. And this job, I'm supposed to be the one to do the job. You know what happened? They said that Nigeria needs quick action. That those that are in Nigeria in this country has teach them a lesson that they cannot accept Nigeria in their midst. Just only that name, Nigeria. They said no. If you wanted to demand, say you talk too much. You don't know, they say Kalas. And once this country, I need to tell you Kalas, you don't talk any other thing again. A lot of things happen. I see my brother Shinedu Feliz, all the way from Malaysia. I salute you. I see Tahar Ali, my friend. Good morning. I see you. Thank you for coming in. Remain blessed. May Allah bless you. May Allah bless you. Good morning. Salam alaikum salam. Good morning. I greet you. Thank you so much, my. This is our friend always from Asia country, who always here to share our program, to tell the world that we are looking for recognition, that we are a new nation. You support us always. So my people, please always recognize this our friend who always comes in our platform to write absolutely. Told us that it has liked it, it has done, it has shared. That is what he normally does. After I have explained to him what we are looking and who we are, that we are Biafran. From that day till today, he has seen us as his friend. He always come here, comment good. He always come here to let's come there, his own country know. There is people that call BIAFRAS. So my brother should do for this. Those in the comment section, please look at this our brother. Try and tell him welcome. Try and tell him welcome. He's with us. So my people, all these things that is happening, going back to where we are, all that is happening is simple something that Chukwu Okabiama is testing our faith again. Chukwu Okabiama is testing our faith again. Now we have this government. He wants to know those who are going to quit, and people are resigning without thinking twice. Chukwu Okabiama is testing our faith, our tolerance, our endurance, how we look at things. How we look at things. Yes, my friend Tahir Ali, you can see it here. BIAFRAS, we love you. You are welcome. We love you so much. Thank you for always coming here. If he comes, once we are in the morning program, you will see him. He will join us. He will be commenting until we finished. So it's very good. So, my fellow BIAFRAS, what is happening is what I'm telling you. Part of things that makes Ojukwu to lose the war. Why Bangladesh went through that the same way that we their own last for 4 years. Bangladesh fought a brutal war with Pakistan for good 4 years, while only just 3 years. And because of how livered we are in our mind, because of no endurance, because of no tolerance, because of impatience in us, that is why we lost the war to Nigeria, no matter what it takes. That is why Ojukwu brother betrayed him. Even at when his brother betrayed him, does he stop it? No. But when our people stop telling Ojukwu, stop this, our people are dying in hunger, our children are massacring, just poverty, this and that, no food, no water, no, like the Israelites. We have complained before in this Biafra we are looking for. We have complained before to Chukwu Okabiam. That is why now he allows us to learn in a hard way this time around. That is why Chukwu Okabiam allow us to learn this time around. The impatience, the inhuman in us, no tolerance, no endurance. Everybody wants to become a leader. They advise Ojukwu, And Ojukwu adhered to the advice. That is why Ojukwu lose the war. When it remained just few days for America to recognize us as a Biafra. When it remains some few days for America to understand that the history, that the what they was hearing from BBC, that the Nigerian government was controlling is not true. Up to one day for them to come, Ojukwu quit. That is why today, do you think America is going to take us just like that? Do you think that they are going to take us serious? Some countries, even that a country has recognized us then, it could have been an avenue of not to stop. It could have been the avenue for us not to stop, but we stopped. Ojukwu stopped because of the cry of his people. As Ojukwu came about, raise those who cannot have that cry, those who can be doing what they are doing. Even that's what Master Kanu said. Even if you remain a man and a woman, let them move on. Born in Biafra land and make it to another new country again. Because to born, we are born like the Hebrews, to deliver the child. The inhuman, the impatience in us is too much. We too complain. That's what School Kabiam allow us these days. We must have that tolerance. We must have that patience. Endurance is more important in what we are doing this time around. Chukwuka want to see how we can endure, because we too complain in everything. We have the complaint of us is what led Ojukwu to lose the war. In 1967/1970, Bangladesh went to the on 4 good years. Understand, even though when Pakistan hold their leader, they keep on fighting. They did not stop. I can see Bridget, good morning from here. I can see Gift Okeke, our own brother. Thank you for coming in. I greet you, Mazi. Gift, thank you so much. And your Gift also greet all the fellow Biafrans. He did that. Gift Biafrans received your greeting this morning from my side. EJ greeters, I greet you, good morning. We must understand what we are doing. That we see our movement and the movement of Israelites, no difference. We are people who complain too much. Our faiths are not working. Chukwuka want to see our faith of this nation that we are looking for, because he have give us this between 1967/1971 that Bangladesh went into fought, and they endure. Even the Pakistanis are fighting, are killing them. They endure. They stand strong. They do what they are doing. This is part of it. We must understand it. We don't endure. We look at everything, and we are very, very fast in everything that we are doing. We do everything as if that everything is very easy. We don't endure, my people. That is our problem. We don't endure. We don't endure things. If we have been enduring things by now, the things that we are passing through is something that we have passed through a long time ago. Oh, you don't know that? The things that we are passing through now, we could have not passed through that way because of our impatience, because of we don't endure things, because of we complain too much. That is why Chukwuka allow us to pass this way that we are passing through right now. He wants to see our patience, our faith. And remember, any faith without work is faithless. Any faith without work is faithless. Israelites, they complain. They even want to go back to Egypt, back. Despite what Chukwuka is doing for them. What happened in 1967/1970? God this time around allow us to go through all these pains for us to know how we can endure, how our faith is working. Whether is it the same way it works in time of Ojukwu? In this building of this new nation, we must have endurance. We must have tolerance. And look at people resign from the government because they cannot endure. Faith is very important. Faith is very important in what we are doing. Faith is very important. Because of lack of faith, that is why it's like Ojukwu. This is why Ojukwu lost the war and accepted no victor, no vanquish, and he flew for his life. Remember that the Nigerian government did not capture Ojukwu red-handed in hand. But remember that Bangladesh, their leader was captured red-handed during time of their own war. When we are fighting war, other countries are fighting in their own. Even though it's one person remain in their country, they get stand and defend their land, and they get recognition till today. At once, our own is why do we not have that faith to stand and do it, or that recognition comes from abroad? Some country then has already recognized us. Many countries has done what recognize us then, but we are waiting for these names, America, to come. Just a few moments for America to come. We now quit the war. A few moments for them to come. That's why I said impatience becomes our problem. We lost the war. So in this war we're into now, we must have that faith. We must have patience. We must. If we don't have it, we are going to go through the same way. So Chukwuka don't want us to go through that the same way again of going to re-declare 2 times. We must be disciplined. Yes, let's do comment section. Greeted gift. Good morning, my dear. Lovely work, gift. Osi said, good evening, my brother. It's morning here. Good morning from my side. Osi said, yes, faith without work is dead, my brother. Ijolita said, we must be disciplined and have utmost faith in our government, USBG. Yes, that is what I'm preaching here this morning. That's why when you see all these people who are resigning, it's impatience is what is pushing them away. They don't have faith. They cannot see. In this movement we are into, there is things that are very important, things that are very rare that we all must have in mind. What are those things that we must have tolerance to tolerate everything that is coming across. The faith on the government, the trust on the government, those are leading their faith is what we all must have. And this time around, Chukwuka are watching. Are we still complaining? Are we still complaining again? That is why what we are looking for, not final. Now we have a government. He wants to see us have patience with the government to do things in the right way. And that is our problem. This government, those are resigning. You want to be in your position. You want to be advising person in his own position. Your eyes want to be in another person's office. Instead of you to put your eyes in your office, people want to do something. You want to be in charge. You want to tell them to do it in your own way. Because of the refuse, you have to resign. It's part of it. So Chukwuka is still watching. Are we going to blame anybody again? Are we going to give wrong advice again? Too much of advice also kill Ojukwu movement. Or you don't know. Have people advised too much? We too advise. It's our problem also. We complain like the Israelites. Chukwuka wants us to stop complaining. He wants us to stop being delivered people. He wants us to have faith in what we are doing. He wants us to stand strong. He wants us to understand that what we are looking for is not free, it's not easy, that nothing good comes easy. That is what Kabiam is doing us right now. We are the same thing like Israelites who complains in everything. They complain a lot. We don't have tolerance within our mind. We don't stand on the faith. We always want quick action. So Kabiam is teaching us how to learn how to not look for quick miracle again. That's what Kabiam is teaching us right now. So if you are not ready to endure, if you're not ready to put that tolerance in that government of USB, please move out. Let another people take the position. With you or without you, the government has come to stay, must continue to function. That is the main thing. Nobody is more important than each other. Nobody has the highest wisdom. Yes. Oh, see, you got it. Too much I too know. Allow the government to do it in the way the other countries they got their own. Allow the government to do it in the way it is in the constitution. Whatever the government are going to do now, that constitution we put in Amazon, they must carry it along, because if you refuse to get this political correctness right now, if you cannot use our law now, we will never use it again. We don't need to build another Nigeria in Biafra. We must stand on our constitution. We must value people's rights. We must not interfere in things that does not concern us. We must stand and do the one that we put in our own office. If you are occupying two positions in this movement for now, I want you to know, because of those who are afraid to come, are afraid. Not that you are the only one who can do it better. That position you read, and that person read it more than you. That position you think you have the understanding of it, another person has that position of understanding more than you. But because of you are bold and you come, we welcome you. Because the hands of the government are open. Once you come with your new mind, they will bring you in. But once you come with atrocity, once they bring you in a matter of time, you will debate and you walk away. It's nice thing that people are resigning when you know you cannot carry it any longer, when you know you cannot do. But when you leave, do not go and be gossiping at back. Do not go and be leaking secret meetings you have with government outside. School can be a map or Meton does not strike you. You will, because you want to rubbish the government, the names of those in the government. You will start leaking some things you recorded, because our people are good in recording someone. Our people are good to record someone. I want us to know one thing. No matter whatever we do, let us stand on this declaration of our independence on November 29, 2024. I say it in my own way. I am not a man who pretend. I'm not a man who gossip. I don't gossip for anybody. I don't love gossip. Whatever I could not get on the internet, whatever I could not search and get, that is very important to me. I don't care what others are saying, whatever nobody is doing. But the only thing I know that we must do is that Mazan Kanu said, as we are fast forwarding to get Biafra very quick, that we must block all the holes that enemies will come in. As we are fast forwarding to get Biafra very quick, we must block all the holes of the enemies. Mazan Kanu said we must fast forward so as we are fast forwarding it so quick. Not just only fast forwarding, he said that we must fast forward it very quick. That is the words of Mazan Kanu. And you see all these baby saboteurs. You see all these baby saboteurs in this movement. We have to start. It's a high time. We start dealing with them. That is what that we all must know. That is the game that we are into. If you are not paying attention, if you are not listening, if you are not talking about Biafra this time around, you are not doing us any good. That is part of things that we all must know. That is one thing that you have to put in your mind. You learn how to endure. That's what Mazan Kanu said. When Your muscle cannot carry it any longer. You use your brain to carry it. Mazan cannot suffer in Kenya so much. What he suffered in Kenya, not that Chukwu Okama prepared him to come. He could have been denied Biafra there in Kenya. He has every opportunity to deny because the muscle cannot carry it, but he used his mental toughness to carry the movement and endure it today. Do you think it is easy? Do you think it is easy? The Nigeria corruption is everywhere. Let us listen to Dr. Masanga. Then you will know that a lot is going on. A lot is happening so that you don't need to panic. You don't need to change from who you are. We must continue to do what we are doing. Nigeria is a corrupt entity. That is how they bribe their way in everything they are doing. Let us listen to this from Dr. Masanga.
Good morning, fellow Africans. Today, this morning, on 23rd of July 2025,
my brother, I hope the voice is coming out.
I want to look at the African Union Commission.
Listen to this.
They wrote at the African Union Commission. How did the African Union become the echo chamber of the corrupt elites instead of the voice of the African people? The African Peace and Security Commission, headed by Ambassador Bankole from Nigeria, has become the epicenter of corrupt nepotism, corruption, neocolonialism, patronage, and it has failed in its duty to document the problems that Africa faces. We have a lot of security spots on the African continent, but instead, the Commission chairperson or the Commissioner for Peace, Security, and Political Affairs spends more time bickering amongst the staff who should take the position of this one, who should replace that one, while Africa is bleeding. My dear brothers, leaders of Africa, the presidents of Africa who have been tasked with reforms of this continent, nobody, who have been tasked, President Mahama, my dear brother, you are a leader amongst this. This organization was formed by very determined people. Kwame Nkrumah down in the grave would like to see an Africa working. But Mr. Bankole, Ambassador Bankole, is making life difficult for African Union to perform, to function, to stop conflicts on this continent. His own country, Nigeria. I want to tell you, to plead to you, leaders of my continent. I have been investigating as an international expert on conflict and also as an international lawyer and an international law expert. I have been following all the human rights abuses that have been conducted, that are there in Nigeria and southern Cameroon. I have written letters and letters, made applications and applications to this court to say there is something wrong. Nigeria, with a population of 250 million people, which should lead Africa. This population would consume the goods that East Africa produces, North Africa produces, South Africa produces. Then we multiply and make the continent work. Is under siege from all manner of abductions, kidnap, Boko Haram, killings, extrajudicial executions, blackmail, money laundering, corruption. Everything is in Nigeria. Mr. Bankole has never notified anyone in the AU headquarters, in the secretariat that registered conflict, that there is a conflict in Nigeria. Nigeria is in chaos. Nigeria is in a very terrible situation, and we need to help. But Bankole, the AU chairperson, commissioner in charge of peace, politics, peace and security commission, has never documented anything that has happened in this great country. Has never documented anything that has happened in Southern Cameroon. What kind of corruption is this that has taken root in this place, where you find people being killed, but a man who comes from his own country is not saying anything about the killings of the people in South and Southeast, to the extent that Nigeria itself has declared state of emergency in one of the states. But Mr. Bankole, because he comes from Nigeria, he pays more royalty to Nigeria than he pays more royalty to African Union. He pays more royalty to leaders who call him at their places. Paul Biya has called him several times. He has accompanied the former chairperson, Muhammad Faki, to collect money in Yaoundé. I have this evidence. I've flashed it for years. These people collect money instead of resolving the conflict. My leaders, my elders on the continent of Africa, the presidents, please sit down and streamline this African Union. You see the world is changing. I'm pleading with you. The world is changing. Africa is being laughed at. We are now the target of every Tom and Dick Harry of the West. They come, they give sanctions, they single that one, they want that one overthrown, they call 5 of you, they call 2 of you. Please, my leaders, what are you going to leave back? What will you leave behind? What will you leave to this continent that these founding fathers left us? An organization called OAU. What is going on? The person himself, whom we elected sometime in February, give him an element that he can settle after 1 year. But he's already in a mess. The decisions are made by Bankole, who even boasts and tells staff that you don't care, I make a decision, nobody can change my decisions. The question of promoting officers within the AU is the question of the chairperson should look, and the vice chairperson, my sister from Algeria. We might have disagreed on election model. I preferred Raila Odinga of Kenya, and they won. That's okay. We move on as Africa. But this organization is dead. This organization has rot. This organization, we need to change everything. And the people who have been given this responsibility, ask for us to give you the memorandum of what is going on in the African Union. Please, this organization is rotten, completely rotten. It doesn't have any bearing. That's why you see America is laughing at us. It is picking on people, laughing. What will you do? The other time, told Ramaphosa, you are like this. Another one, they picked 5 of them. Some of them saying, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, we have no direction. But the target is the road. How did we get here? How did we get here? How did we end up as an African organization with nothing except the figure, the building, and earning salaries? The officers at AU, these dollars that you earn monthly, look at the court in Arusha. Let me end up by talking about this court. This court has got 11 judges. And I want to thank my great brother, the presiding president of the court from Mali. You are a great guy. Try to do something to make this court work. We are here running around, some people on the continent running around going to accuse their friends in the ICC. ICC is a moribund, is a dead body that should not try any African leader. And I will oppose any African who runs to the International Criminal Court. He should be a stupid person in his head to run to International Criminal Court that he wants any justice dispensed from there. Let's come back to the continent. We have set a court of 11 judges. They are seated in Arusha with big cars, big houses, big allowances. They need cases. They need to be busy. We have not made them busy. We signed the protocol. We have not placed our instruments to the court declaration. I want to help this court. I want to speak so that African Union, Dr. Mohammed Yusuf Muhammad, please talk to me. Give me the role of whipping Africa. Let me whip Africa to come. Let me give the voice. I don't mind doing it without any money, but I want to make sure that institutions work. Why is the court in Arusha empty? No cases. Only few countries, 18 countries or 15 countries signed, ratified, and declared their declarations put in the court. I want to find that young man of Burkina Faso. I want to thank you, Traore. You have helped me to file some of the cases across in the ICJ. Thank you. Thank you very much for helping, because I have been struggling on the question of Southern Cameroon. Thank you. And a territory which was grabbed by Cameroon without an agreement. I want to thank you. Continue giving me that support. I want to thank Botswana. I want to thank Malawi. I want to thank those states that have ratified the treaty in Africa. I want to thank Kenya of recent that signed the Malabo Protocol. Continue to sign, because it will help us. We have seen what ICC can do to these member countries in Africa. Why has AU? And I told you, quit ICC. African countries, quit ICC. Come back home and strengthen your courts. There is no justice there. If you are a good prosecutor, they bring a woman and they say you have touched the woman, or you are trying to sexually abusing the woman. You are look at Karim, a career lawyer, very good man. Now his job is in limbo. It's an institution that is controlled by Americans. And the French, they pay, they can do what they want. Yet Americans are not sent to the ICC, have made applications there. France has sat on them. I made an application of 10 people who were abducted under Buhari. We made the application for the court to hear quickly, urgently. The referment of these guys, 10 of them locked for life in Yaoundé. They are there for life. They will never see their families again until they meet God. This was done, abduction. Cross-border in ICC territory, pick refugees, take them, kill them, or imprison them. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you, the rot in the African Union, the rot at the African Union Commission is bad. It's big. Mr. Bankole, pull up your socks. we are going to continue calling you out. If you hate the Igbos because you come from Yoruba, leave your tribal bigotry back in Nigeria. Work for Africa. We know what you are doing. We follow you. We have reports coming from your own officers. Very many of them, you might not know them, but we keep tab with your officers. And I will continue to expose you. I will continue to speak for the voiceless of Africans. You will not intimidate me. I'm not fighting with guns. I am a Ugandan who pays taxes. I'm a Ugandan, part of the people who were there when they were forming, when I found this place formed. You were not there. I was born, and therefore I will not keep quiet when you dismember our organization. Conflicts in DRC Congo, conflicts in Sudan. Have you ever traveled to Sudan? You are the chairman of the Peace and Security Committee. Have you ever flown to Jeddah to see Mr. Burhan? Have you ever flown to Jamena or any other city to meet Mr. Hamid? Have you ever met them? I have tried myself to meet delegations in Geneva. I don't see you anywhere. You have never. You put a delegation there. You have never come to any of this peace process. Mr. Bankole, stop the mess, the rot at the Peace, Security, and Political Affairs Department of African Union. If the chairman is not telling you, if the vice is not telling chairman, deputy chairman is not telling you, I am telling you as an elder. I am older than you in age and in brain and in intellectual capacity, because I've read more about this than you have. So, having been an ambassador, helped to become an ambassador by Obasanjo or somebody, Babangida, and so on, I have never been helped to be. I've made myself, Mr. Bankole, and please, I am gonna be shouting you out until you change your behaviors. You Nigerians have caused a lot of trouble for the world. Look, the other woman who is in the UN, Nigeria is bleeding. She doesn't say anything. Another woman is in WTO. She doesn't say anything about Nigeria. It is falling to pieces. You are our leaders in Africa as far as democracy is concerned. A big nation with a big population. You would be leading us and we would be following you. But because of corruption of the elite, you at the AU, you have let us down. The other one in UN, Dr. Mohammed Amin, is the most dangerous, ruthless person. UN, she has never even told the UN that there is kidnap, there is abduction, because she was chosen by Buhari and the flying clique in your country. You are chosen by the people in power. So you are not helping your country. You are not helping Southern Cameroon. You are not helping DRC Congo. You are not helping Sudan. You are not helping anywhere. Libya is turning to chaos. Where is this taking us as Africans? African leaders, please, please, I plead with you on this day. Remember me, that I told you Trump is coming with so many activities against us. Let's prepare our continent. We are being mortgaged for minerals. You have minerals, they give you arms. These arms kill us. They don't kill them. So thank you very much. That is my brief comment this morning. Continue watching this channel and continue retweeting this video so that it reaches everybody. If your president hasn't had this man, Dr. David Matanga, will always say, Pan-African Forum Limited and Associates, we are ready to serve Africa without fear. We are a pro bono organization. We are not an NGO. We don't rely on somebody funding us. We only fund ourselves. My little resources that I have, I am able to move and make Africa better. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless Africa.
Thank you so much, Dr. Masanga. We all heard what he said. Then, before I go to touch one or two things about the so-called Mr. Bankole from Nigeria corrupt entity, please, I want us to like the program, also share the program. You don't know whether it's network, whether it's YouTube guideline or whatever, they are kicking the viewers away. You will see 31, the next seconds you will see 16. That's what they are doing. You will see a number, small time, they will flash it away. It doesn't matter. What matters is that the new BIAFRAS are here also liking and share. So please like the program. There is a straight 3 dots in front of you on your phone. Please click on that 3 dots. It will open. You will see like, thumbs down, share, and report. Please just go and like the program. It does not stop you from listening to what we are doing here. It doesn't take you away from the platform. Also, please subscribe on the YouTube page. If you never subscribe, please do that as you come see. Share the program so people can come. I don't know whether it's because I'm not talking about Radio Rama or Chiamaka Jeremo or Share or all these gullible individuals. It's why people are not coming to subscribe on the YouTube page. But I do my own way. I don't do because of others are doing. I am doing because of my mind asked me to do, and I always follow the way me and my sheep prepare my mind to do something. I don't move because of others are moving. I move when my mind asks me to move. That is who I am. That is who I am. So my people, you can hear Dr. Masanga. The corruption that is in Africa that has been covered is because of a Nigerian man called Bankole. He is the leader in all this organization. He had him clearly said that Nigeria always bribe their way in to lead. Africa is down today because of Biafra has never come. Immediately Biafra march, Africa will rise again. Africa will be that place people like Pam and Nkrumah wanted Africa to be. It's because of the denying of Biafra. Because of the Chukwuka Biama is want to put us where grant us this time around. So we can know that having a nation is not easy something. So we can value the nation that we are having. That is the real truth of the matter. This voice of Dr. Masanga is speaking so loud for we Biafrans. You can see our COS always be on the platform of these people. You can see our Deputy Prime Minister trying to discuss. This is the kind of voice we had. These are the people that pushed the case of Mas Nnamdi Kanu to put Kenya in their place, to tell them you people have colluded with Nigeria to commit a crime against humanity, against all treaties, against all odds. When you see this kind of voice, what comes into your mind? When you heard what is coming out from his mouth, what are you thinking on your own? You are thinking you're supposed to know that's why did all these positions, all these offices of ICC, they are not working is because of the corrupt leaders of the corrupt entities of Nigeria. They are there. Nigeria never got something in the world because someone is going to policy because of the merit that position, but they only bribe their way in to those who will help them to cover the corruption. That's why I told you they never documented about all this thing going on in Biafra land. They won't allow you to come close. The case that about told the case that Mas Simon registered in one of the courts in Africa. What happened? The woman who is there, the Yoruba woman who is there, what happened? He tried the case out. Or you don't know that touching the case out without hearing about the case in Banju court. You remember? Toba wrote to them and told them the atrocity of what is happening to Nigeria. And what happened? The so-called women who are in charge, who are and see, anywhere they go, they bribe their way to be the leader. to be the head of every other person. So they can be able to cover their trustee coming from Nigeria side. They do what? They only bribe you had the Dr. Masanga. This one is not Mazin Kano. This is not Simon. This is not any other person. It's from another person from Africa. Tell that Nigeria bribe their way into everything that we are doing. Eh? So in all these things that you are seeing happening today, is because of these courts are not all these offices that we are writing, we are sending messages are not working because of Nigeria has their own people there. Now what happened? I said Nigeria has their own people in there. That is why our document, that is the things that we are sending, nobody is listening to us. And that's what Dr. Masanga told you, that you must do what? That you have to move away from ICC. He said it's a dead body. I want to know that ICC is not working in the favor of we, the African people, because Nigeria bribed their way in there as one of the leaders. In UN, they are there. I can see you, my brother, there, Jedaga. You are welcome. My brother, I'm good of you. I am good. I'm okay. So you can see, Elohim, the hands of Elohim is our life. So we are here today for over 1 hour to start doing the needful, to lay our voice to things that to be here to make common sense to our people, as always. Also, he said, please, I am here on this platform because I cannot support and be part of one Isiocha fall back DOS teaching in other platforms. Thank you so much. That is why we are here. We are on the platform of the truth for us to teach the truth and for us to make common sense as the way it is. So in everything that we are doing, we must know that Nigeria as a corrupt entity, a corrupt country, anywhere they go, they brought corruption in there. You see that AU is not talking today because of Nigeria bribed their way in there. Is that the UN is not talking about it because of Nigeria bribed their way in there. They are blocking everywhere, all the holes that we exposition them. You heard him thanking a president of Burkina Faso today that he's doing a good job and he should continue. And the world wants this man out of the way. France wants him out. A lot of countries today want him out because of the mineral resources that is coming. That is why they want to enslave us more and more, so they can be able to be the people to control the affairs of our oil, our resources. But in their own, you dare not. You don't come close there. You don't come close. Greediness of the world, greediness of the white people, they are all corrupt also. They are too greedy. Caterpillar, my brother, you want to make me to debate, please. I will talk about Caterpillar, but not now, so I will know what I'm saying. Just be paying attention. Caterpillar is one of men on the ground. He's one of our BIAFRAS Liberation Army right now. He is former ESN. His former ESN. Abatobi gave him a job when Enugu State, Four Corner, was in trouble. He went in there to deliver. That is when the kidnapping stopped in that area. So I never told me that after the declaration, they were going to have reconciliation. That is it. So if he's working in the government now, it's very nice. Yes, I'm seeing in the way that I think that he's working on that with EPM. I talked about that. But there was a time his name was everywhere through the Adandos. Yes. He is under USB. He knows that we have a country, we have a new nation, we have a government. That is why you see Adandosho. You know that everybody who works with the USB government is his enemy. That's what he did. So we move. And Caterpillar is one of the oldest also. Caterpillar, if not that he deviated, working with DOS in the time ago, he's supposed to be triple general by today. He's supposed to be on a very high rank. And these people that start from the scratch with us, so I know him very well. When he's on ESM on his own, he did well. It's only that DSS deceived him, but I think he has repented and come back to his rightful senses. And he comes back. One thing I like about our government is this our decentralization of our Biafra Liberation Army. Be in your seat, which that nobody sabotage you. Because if it is only that channel of command that we're using before, by now everywhere could have been sabotaged. You don't cross your state. So if you want to sabotage, you can only sabotage on your state, and the way you're sabotaging yourself, other people are raising up against you. So that is why they are crying. That's why they are crying. So my people, the corruption that the world, the African people are going through today is because of Nigeria. And I tell you that a man says, I will take it upon myself to be calling them out. Look at all the top positions that he mentioned. UN, Nigeria bribed their way in the EU, they are there. Every part of all these top court offices, top courts, Nigeria has the ones they are the one presiding over those courts. That is why nothing good is coming out from Africa, and nobody is hearing our voice. But the time has come. That's why I told you that we must endure for that time to ripe, so we can be able to move on. We can be able to walk as a country. We must endure. We must endure. We must have faith. We have to stop complaining like the Israelites. We need to forget about too much advice to the government. If you advise the government, they didn't take your advice. If you are inside the government, is it why you are resigning? That is not why. Because there is another position you are eyeing. Who knows whether some of these people are resigning the office of producer or best? And when they come, they will pretend as if they are sent. No, see, if you are working with me and you always think that you are sent, you are the enemy in the house. If you come and tell me how you're a good person, if you are inside the government, now you come outside to come and tell us how you're a good person, you are the bad person in there. You can't, it's pure lie. Only you cannot be a good person. Because they didn't take your advice. Maybe you advised that this thing, hotel reservation is supposed to be 5 naira, and they paid 10 naira. You said no, because they didn't accepted it. Focus on your own. You are not in that committee. Focus on the one they give to you. Focus on your own position. Leave others' offices. Work on your office. Stay according to your line. Work on your office. Let other people do their own. If they need you, they will come and invite you. They will say, please come on, we need your advice. When no one calls you for an advice in the government and you are bringing your advice, you are intruder. You want to maneuver. That is the truth that people refuse to understand. That is the truth. So you see what I put to the people that are resigning today. Go and resign. Do you think resigning can stop us? If UTMF4 resigning did not stop this movement, nobody will resign that this movement will stop. UTMF4, the deputy of Mazen Nandekan, for over how many years? If he can resign and walk away today, working on his own, anybody who resign goes the same way for me. That is how I see all of you. People cannot, to have a tolerance is a problem in us. Too much, I too know, is our problem. Once our people said no people, one two for advice in the Magatu for them was one naked, but today the buy stroker, it two for make your advisor for our foul. Many are you. You can give an advice and go and refuse to take it. Doesn't mean that you are not important. Doesn't mean that you are not doing the right thing. Yes, there's that guy. I know the evil woman always talk about Caterpillar. He knows Caterpillar very well. There was a time that when he was in DOS, this and that, no, she was working with Caterpillar now. So Caterpillar knows him very well. There was a time he was ranting and on social media. One Caterpillar said one word, that time he closed his mouth. So we know him very well. Caterpillar is now part of what we are doing. The reconciliation are going in the Biafra Liberation Army. So forget what that individual. As I told you, I don't like gossiping about them. I still talking about them as gossiping, but whenever you see me making a statement, my statement need to bring them in, and you will always see me touching their name in what we are doing. What are you doing to bring Mazen Nandekano out is the question. What are we doing? So my people, what is only USB government right now can bring, only recognition of the United States of Biafra is what will bring Mazen Nandekano, Maz Simon Eba out, not what our Biafra Liberation Army are doing on the ground. Madam E just said, my brother there, leave Caterpillar alone. Yes, please. I know he's saying because of what Adando was saying about Caterpillar. Everyone should focus on their own. Let's stop discussing individuals. That is why I told you I don't like discussing individuals, and that is why many people are not coming to the platform. Fine, it's okay by me. I don't want to discuss anybody, and because discussing them is creating more chaos. That is the truth of the matter. That is not what I have time to do. I don't have time I will use to think of what will favor me, or what I can be able to see in a good way, or what can teach me something, what I can search. Then I will start discussing about Adandosh. She doesn't want my time, honestly. Unless if I am talking about Finland having two factions, then I will bring Adandosh and their groups. I will merge them together. I don't like gossip. That's why I don't gossip. I like to focus on things that we need to learn. Do you know that Bangladesh paid people, their government was paying their people money to come in social media to remove negativity in their people's brain. When they remove it, they all understand with their government, even when they are fighting. Immediately they fight and get recognition. What happened? Is Biafrans, his own recognition can pull Mazi ONYENDU Nandekano out from Jesus dungeon, not by the courts, not by any human being. If you don't, I want you to know that nobody will pull Abatobi out today, because Finland, that we know, has been playing the rule of no way. The way Finland now are copying Nigeria, copying no way, the way they are treating the case of Joe Ayaba. That is what they are doing on Abatobi. So recognition from countries is what we need now. Recognition is what we need now. Like the way Bangladesh get recognition, and we get recognition in 1971. What happened? The Pakistan who hold their leader, the leader come back as the father of the nation. You see this Finland that you see today holding up at all, their own is worse than our own somehow. Their own sabotage. Because of the way it is, they are on their land, they're fighting. Then some people that went out, like Germany, start contacting Germany government. That is why government in exile are very important. That is why people be in Ojuku lose the war, because there is no people in abroad who are lobbying for Biafra, who are talking seriously, except carrying flag. And because of you a white person, black, whenever you carry flag during protest, they don't care about it. They only care for themselves. I can't stop saying that. See, freedom, human rights, when it's self-defense, when it's come to black man, it's no longer, you are not there. But when it's come to them, self-defense is only for them. That's why I call it that the races of the world, the white people are too much. I am not all of them, but this is the truth. That's why today they cannot stand up and say, Finland, what we are doing is wrong. This is not the law of Europe. How do you interfere on this man's personal life? How do you see him when you have never find him guilty and you prison him? But if it is their own, come and see where they will fight. Come and see where they will stand up immediately and to defend it. But because of our problem is that a problem of a black man is a black man. That is the problem. A problem that we are facing to. That is why you see bank calling a criminal, a corrupt man who tried to lead the affairs of the people. Everybody, all hands must be on deck to support our government so we can be able to get to recognition. And I told you here, there is something he's doing. He's also testing us again, our faith again, whether we'll start complaining. Support the government. Saturday is fundraising. What are you doing? Even if it is 10 ejema, bring it. Bring it. If you are bringing your 10 ejema, I definitely don't bring my 10 ejema. It becomes 20 ejema. It's something. Even if it is 5 ejema, bring it. Is something. That is what we need to do. Not going to platform of this individual and be peeping what they are doing. It's not helping. What is helping us is the fund. And so our government can be using it to be sending messages, sending documents into different countries. You don't know who will organize us tomorrow. So that is why we are going to be friends of all countries. What we're supposed to do, we have done that. The same thing Finland did. Maybe they get their own independence. Rights to, maybe they declared in Helsinki the right to Russia. That is the aggressors. They write to them and tell them we are a country. Russia was forced by other countries to recognize them first. That is why maybe we are declared. Our government send the document to the Nigerian government. We are a free nation. We are no longer under you. We are on our own. You must recognize us. But because of the corrupt entity, because of the corrupt leader, because of Nigeria is taproot of corruption, that is why they cannot face the reality. When it's come to Africa, everything changed. Because Nigeria people are in the heirs of all these affairs of all these offices. They are playing everything, closing it. Nigeria put those who will give them what they want. Those that the loyalty is only on Nigeria to cover the corruptions. I told you, the only one way we have to free Mazen and Kano, to free Simon Eba, is to bend down and support our government to fully accept this declaration. As that we are a new nation, that we are a new country. That is the only way. If not this way, there is no other way that they will be released. If not this way, there is no other way they will be released. So whenever I told you something that we have to do this, we must continue to support our government. Madam EJ says in the comment section, support government so that we can lay hands on our recognition. USB we stand with, yes. The zoo has crumbled. They cannot recover for it again. Yes, so this our declaration has finished the zoo. No matter what you see them, you are just seeing a breeze will soon carry them out. So that's why I told you, if you are not here to support our government, if you're not here to support your own government of United States of Biafra, simply means you don't believe in that declaration. You never want us to be free. You don't want Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to be out. You don't want Simon Ekpa to be out. That's why I played for you yesterday about Bangladesh. Immediately I get recognition, Pakistan released their leader they was holding captive. Recognition is more important. Immediately Pakistan gets their own recognition, India flew away from them and recognized them as a country. Do you know that it takes 4 years for Britain and the US to come to recognize Bangladesh as a nation? Why other countries like Burundi, why other countries like Poland, why other countries like Germany has recognized them? It takes these two countries, it takes them 4 years. Other countries start in 1971 to recognize them. But US, United States of Nations, United States come in in 1974. That is when they come to recognize them. That is why when that man who came to Finland in the election told you that America will not be the first, they're not going to be the second, they're not going to be the second, third, fourth, fifth. They might be the last that recognize you. And that you look example of Bangladesh today, and you understand it. They come after 4 years or 3 years. Why other country has been recognized them? Why other countries have been doing the needful to them? A small country first organize them first. A small country. So that is why today you don't know. That's why our government must be pushing, sending documents here and there. You don't know, trying to make alliance with those people that you don't know who will give us recognition first is very, very important. And the government are doing that. By them for be doing that, they also need funds, because never is not there about chief and are they about a concrete. The world are corrupt already. You must be giving them something before they give what you want. This time around, nobody goes markets without making gain. They want to know what they will gain when they support you. This is time we are into. It's not that time of 1974, 1967. Oh no. That time the real people, the genuine people are in everywhere in the country. That time when Finland recognized Biafra, did we give them anything? No. But because of their genuine, Finland, they are Christian no matter what. Because in their constitution, they adopted Christianity as one of their tradition. As one of the things that they are worshiping. They put it that way. What is that thing that Finland see today? The people that are leading the affairs of Finland are corrupt people right now. That is all about to be a first this problem that he's into. And you are out there gossiping, ranting, instead of you to come and support the government, to come and do the needful with the government. You are there ranting, shouting, scattering things. You are scattering yourself. You are not scattering the government. These people are people with negativity. Ask them history of any country, they don't know it. They don't know the road to go and get this Biafra. Now these people who know the road, they will not allow them to walk. You want to be there, why you cannot offer anything? Why they are like they are Bankole? GOS, them are like Bankole. And them, they are like those people. Finland also went through what we are passing through today. The two factions in Finland, they said, I won't stop letting people to know that. So you will choose your stand if you never choose by now. There is a war between red and white Finland. The war lead to Finland to massacre. Finland alone, they are in their internal conflicts, leads for them to buy no less than 38,000 Finnish people. They buy them because of their internal conflicts. Because of the red, it says no. They want to remain where they are, the way they are. The white is saying no. We want outright from Russia. And it leads to war. Russia armed them. The red one. Sponsoring them. That is how Nigeria today, Ogen Kere, sponsoring all these people I see today, both Fallback and CRC. Nigeria are sponsoring them. Or you don't know that? Are you waiting for who to come and tell you? As you go and read the history of countries, then you understand what they pass through. We read all those histories here. Today we are summarizing it today for you to know. We read it for you to know how Obatobi and Maz Nandekan will be out. It's only recognition can bring them out. When India was suppressing Pakistan, what happened? Immediately India moved away. Immediately Pakistan get recognition. What happened? India flew and leave them. These people in our land today, the so-called Nigerian military, they are not going to live just like that. Recognition is another thing that we chase them away in our land. If you think that only our Biafra Liberation Army can chase them away and get recognition, what is holding us from the day Mazdan kind of form is a security network. They don't use because of you have army and give and recognize you. No, they recognize you based on how you push for it and how you stand on it. So that time, people with conscience are living, not these people of corrupt mind. in this our 21st century. Do you think it is easy? The corruption of the world is what is making all these things to escalate more and more. But I pity you who refuse to come and stand with the United States of Biafra. I pity you. What do you get from the words of Mazen Nandekan? What do you learn? It's just Malida from out. That's why I told you. If the wrong people was in the movement of Biafra over this year, it's over 1 decade. Tell them DOS are over 1 decade in this movement. I said what? DOS have taken this struggle over 1 decade. A decade is 12 years. They have been there. Doing what? Only gossiping. Only making noise. Listen to Mazen Simon and Mazen Nandekan. There is area I want us to listen from the way of Mazen Nandekan. So you understand what I am saying. You will know that what we are doing is the needful. That what we are doing is very, very important. That what we are doing is what we're supposed to do. Nobody should deceive you. Support your own government tomorrow being Saturday. On Sunday, and there is another movement. Support it with anything you have. Listen to this. I want to remind you something. What's not going to say about this movement we're into.
That is why we are the way we are. We are fast forwarding everything to make it quick so that when we get Biafra, you won't mess it up.
You see?
All of you with your general overseer, if you're in the Biafra army, telling me I should leave Yoruba pastors alone. If you know Yorubas don't want Biafra, is that correct?
Yes,
this man said.
That is why Bankole. Listen. That is why Bankole is blocking everywhere. That is why they go and check in all these offices of UN, EU. Go and check who are there. Those are there at the Yoruba's woman and Yoruba's man are there. Bankole is a Yoruba man. Go to office of Banjo office in Banjo court. A Yoruba woman is also there. Go to the office of EU. A Yoruba woman is also there. Go to UN. A Yoruba woman is also there. Go to ICC. A Yoruba man is there. They use this Yoruba people to climb this community to perform these crimes that you are hearing today. That is why everywhere is corrupt in Africa. That is why everywhere is corrupt in Nigeria. That is why the world are not hearing from us, because those that are versed are supposed to bring in documents, bring in all these things that happen in Biafra land, or that happen in Cameroon, that our brothers of Amazonia are passing through. But they will not do that, because their pastors will always lie against Biafra. They don't want us to go into the churches of all these people. Go, the highest population there in their churches are Igbos. They don't go to another person's church. Go and verify. They don't go to Igbo man's church. They go to the Yoruba people. How many of them are Christians really? Or you don't know? They open the Christian church in Biafra land for you and I. That is why we see their branches everywhere, in every community, raising money for them day in, day out. Go and verify. Christ Embassy, everywhere in Biafra land, raising millions of money every Sunday in the name of church. All these churches, Redeemer. Go and check all these churches. They are everywhere in Biafra land today. Communicating their pastors why they hate us, they only want our money. They knew that coming out of Biafra will stop that mess. Then you know you have to go and work. You don't have to go and pray to God to give you money. That manna cannot fall from heaven for you again. It's only when that is only when you will eat. It's only when you work, you wait for money for month ending. You cannot be in your house and receive money for month ending. Please, I ask you to subscribe on the YouTube page. Please like the program. What we are doing is very simple. Do you hear what Zakano said? That we are fast forwarding so quick to get Biafra, and as we are fast forwarding, that we are going to be blocking all the holes. That is why when you see Ma's Humble Lion, when you see Ezra Doss, when you see Kai Report, is doing a position on the lies of that Rama and all these people. You might, oh, let me use the rice seller in kiosk shop. That is why you see all these people trying to, what they are doing is to block that hole these enemies will use and come in. This Ogenkere will use and come in. As we are fast forwarding very quick to get our recognition, you must come and support the government. You must come and stand with the government. You must donate. You must. You must donate. Even if you don't want your name to be heard, be anonymous, but donate. For us to fast forward for this our recognition, the only thing that is holding us down is recognition, nothing more than that. What are you doing? What are we doing to release mass to free mass in Simon? There is only thing you can do is to support our government to get recognition. That is what we need at this time we are in.
For the zoo not to break up. Yes? And we're fighting for the zoo to break up. Now, if this pastor of yours, because as you're going now, you give your mom your phone number or your dad. Your dad goes to Yoruba church. They ask you that, oh, where is your son? My son is fighting with the army of Biafra. The pastor can say, give me his number. I want to call him.
Yes.
Yoruba will call your son at the battlefront. If your son did not receive this education now, or is of a weak disposition, he'll say, okay, yes, sir, my general overseer, Pastor Kumi, man of God, said I should not fight anymore, that Nigeria is better for me. And since my man of God has spoken, I have to do what the man of God said. Rubbish. Now you understand why we are doing what we are doing? We want to undermine everywhere the devil will come from. Plugging all the holes that the devil will come from.
Do you hear that?
So we are reading from
flogging all the holes that the devil will come from. Those holes that the devil will come from is the office of this bank colleague who are blocking our AU to hear our voice, who are blocking ICC. You hear that David Masanga told you that ICC is a dead body because those are there are all corrupt. Those that they are there are what? All corrupt. That is one thing you can hear. That is one thing that we all must understand. Everything that we are hearing, everything that you are seeing, everything that you are seeing today that is happened for a reason. So knows that for sure. I told you today that people want us to know if we can endure, if you can have a tolerance, if you can put faith in what we are doing. It's part of why you see all these things happening the way they are happening. Now listen to what Abatodi said here. Listen to this. What will happen to all these saboteurs that we are seeing today? What will happen to all these people who are causing nuisance on social media against what we are doing? Listen to this.
From chapter 1, chapter 1 from verse 10. He said, for violence against your brother Jacob, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. Are you all listening? Let me repeat it again. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10, say, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. All of you have seen the way the people who claim to be fighting for Biafra, you know that this is a special week we are. Okay? What has happened today? Some of them, all the things they have done in the past, they have gone back to it and start taking glory.
Now, Do you understand this message from Abatobi? Very well. Master Mane Banjoko, our PM. Do you understand this message? This book of Obadiah is something else in this movement. DOS has they never been put to shame and be cut off? The answer is yes. They have. Already your Rama, who are causing violence. Do you think that causing violence is only when you are fighting and shooting gun and ammunition? You can use your tongue that cause violence in what we are doing. Those that they are causing violence against their phone follow sister. The thing goes the correct and goes about Fulani. I don't know we go to Fulani. Color goes to a beze Fulani woman. These are violence. They all will put in shame and they will be all cut off. This book of Obadiah is working on their head. They don't know. Everything is in the place. The book of Obadiah is telling you that you who brought violence against his brother. Against what? Against his own brother. Eh? He who brought violence against his own brother. Please, 1 minute. Yes, my people. So, this book of Obadiah, what is in your mind as you are listening to it right now? Who are those that brought violence to this movement that we're into now? Chiamaka Ajere, does he not use his mouth and brought violence? Ogenkere, does he not use his mouth and brought violence? My people, check very well. Adandocho, is he not causing violence from day one in this movement? Eh? Adandocho, is he not causing violence into this? Is he not? Did she not brought violence into this movement with her mouth? They said shame will cover her. You today, shame has covered her face no matter what. Forgot the shenanigan of a dying horse she's presenting in social media. Go to mistakenly look at Chiamaka Ajere platform, who are before in 1 minute, in 2 minutes, in 5 minutes. Chiamaka Ajere will have no less than 100 likes today. Go and watch the program. Sometimes 8, sometimes 10 people coming to watch them. Shame has been covering them, and they are being what? Cutting off gradually. And this cut off, we implement it when we go to Biafra land. Yes. And that Sabo is already gone, really. EJ glitters. And that Sabo is already gone because his word can never come without fulfillment. All these individuals you are seeing today, where are they? They have all what? Disappeared. For over how many days now? Where is the BIAFRAS Unite? You know, that is how I talk about them. I don't put them as program I'm here to expose, or program I'm here to discuss. Where is the BIAFRAS Unite for over 4 days now? They have disappeared. Eh? Adasabo has what this Adasabo is going to disappear in a Hinchi news. That's why she told you that if Obatobia comes out and asks her to go, that she already pack her bag. She know what she's doing. She will pack her bag and go back to the Igbo World Congress, who sent her into the movement to go and apologize that she could not complete the mission that they sent them. They send her to come and do. Do you understand it? And that Sabo knows that her work has her face has covered to shame, and they are going to be what? Pushed out. Let us continue listening to Obatobie. Let us continue listening to Obatobie. Please, as you come in, please like the program, share the program, subscribe on the YouTube page. It's very, very important that you do that for me, please. That is all I ask you to do, to subscribe on the YouTube page, so we can be streaming this program live. We can be on StreamYard, so we have time to stream. Listen to the book of Obadiah again and think, what are you bringing inside this struggle? Is it Sabo? Is it violence? If you are bringing violence like Adando Show, like Adaono Wiruboro Fulani, like Chiamaka the vagabond, the egg biara man, like Sonny Akparawa, they will be all what? They will be all disappeared. He just said, the fallback could not deliver. They destroyed themselves. That is it. That is the word of Chukwu Okabiam. That is shame that we remember, that we pray that for them to, they have come through one way, name of bridge. But our prayer that they will scatter in 7 different ways. They are going to scatter more and more. Now, Biafra unite is running away. Watch what will happen. And I said, when they started, give them more 2 months. You will find them, you will not see them anymore. They are going to sweep out. They are not going to be here with us because they are no genuine. They brought violence inside what we are doing. They carried violence here and there with their mouth, because the smallest thing in this our body is tongue. But that tongue has a lot of things to do. The tongue come to destroy. The tongue is the one, they use their tongue to bring violence into this movement. And they will be, you think that bringing violence is only when you are shooting God. After will be told that those that are fighting us, fighting before us, the decade agitators, DOS, the decade, 1 decade agitators, over a 1 decade agitators, DOS, them, the career agitators, DOS. Where are they today? Listen to this.
Taking glory.
Listen.
People who claim to be fighting.
I will play it from the beginning,
you know,
without saying a word. From Mazin and the Khan, then you connect it to Obatobie. Are you listening?
That is why we are the way we are. We are fast forwarding everything to make it quick, so that when we get Biafra, you won't mess it up.
I don't know if you can mess it up.
All of you with your general overseer. If you're in the Biafra army, telling me I should leave Yoruba pastors alone.
Please like the program.
Is that correct?
We have
this man
over
said,
200 watching, but
is
only 16 like.
For the zoo not to break up. Yes?
So that's I
and
can
we're
see.
fighting for the zoo to break up. Now, if this pastor of yours, because as you're going now, you give your mom your phone number or your dad. Your dad goes to Yoruba church. They ask you that, oh, where is your son? My son is fighting with the army of Biafra. The pastor can say, give me his number. I want to call him. Yoruba will call your son at the battlefront. If your son did not receive this education now, or is of a weak disposition, you say, okay, yes, so my general overseer, Pastor Kumi, man of God, said I should not fight anymore, that Nigeria is better for me. And since my man of God has spoken, I have to do what the man of God said. Rubbish. Now you understand why we are doing what we are doing? We want to undermine everywhere the devil will come from. Plugging all the holes that the devil will come from.
All right. So we are reading from the book of Obadiah, from chapter 1 from verse 10. He said, for violence against your brother Jacob, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. Are you all listening? Let me repeat it again. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10 say, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. All of you have seen the way the people who claim to be fighting for Biafra. You know that this is a special. Okay. What has happened today? Some of them, all the things they have done in the past, they have gone back to it and start taking glory. They are taking glory. After they wage violence against their own country. Let me read from 11. In this one, go to Nigeria. In the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers carried captive his forces, when foreigners entered his gate.
Sorry, Madam Ije, it's my brothers that is distracting me. They are going to work and they are going in. So one of them was refused to wear clothes. So the other one was asking, let's leave here now. So sorry, we play the video, let them leave, I beg. They are the one distracting me because of the way they are preparing for work. That is the one. Let us be talking, then when they leave, then we'll play the video fully. Please, people should go. Nobody disturbing my program now. I make it all like this. So, do not mind them. We are cat and rat. That is how we fight wherever we are preparing for work. So, it's this morning. I started to go to work. So, let them move. So, are we playing up at 2 and Mass and the car? Are you connecting the dots? Connect the dots within yourself. Connect the dots within yourself. Then you will understand the words that are coming out from Maz and the Kano, Maz Simon. But we will play it to the extent of you hear the voice of Ngozi Arabeze. I want you to be connecting these dots well. Like that pastor from Cameroon who told you something about these people. He said that Maz and the Kano, Maz Simon and the woman in America, that they're connected together. Listen to it, you will hear something. You will hear something. Yes, I think I will start the video afresh. Now they have all left, so we can be able to get it very well because the distraction comes. Yes, don't worry, my brother, they are leaving. Yeah, we live together here, so, and we are one people. We us all we are doing. They support our platform. That is who they are. So we don't care. We do what we're supposed to do. Let us start afresh. Let us start afresh. Yes, they have lived finally. Let us focus.
That is why we are the way we are. We are fast forwarding everything to make it quick so that when we get Biafra, you won't mess it up. All of you with your general overseer, if you're in the Biafra army, telling me I should leave Yoruba pastors
because
alone.
Today is my
own
off.
You know Yoruba don't want Biafra. Is that correct? Yes. This man said, Kubiji said he is praying for the zoo not to break up. Yes? And we are fighting for the zoo to break up. Now, if this pastor of yours, because as you're going now, you give your mom your phone number or your dad. Your dad goes to Yoruba church. They ask you that, oh, where is your son? My son is fighting with the army of Biafra. The pastor can say, give me his number. I want to call him. Yoruba will call your son at the back.
Hey, let's walk. Let's walk. Okay, it is back. It's back.
So from, if your son did not receive this education now, or is of a weak disposition, you say, okay, yes, so my general overseer, Pastor Kumi, man of God, said I should not fight anymore, that Nigeria is better for me. And since my man of God has spoken, I have to do what the man of God said. Rubbish. Now you understand why we are doing what we are doing? We want to undermine everywhere the devil will come from. Plugging all the holes that the devil will come from.
All right. So we are reading from the book of Obadiah, from chapter 1, chapter 1 from verse 10. He said, for violence against your brother Jacob, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. Are you all listening? Let me repeat it again. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10, says, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. All of you have seen the way the people who claim to be fighting for Biafra, you know that this is a special week we have. Okay? What has happened today? Some of them, all the things they have done in the past, they have gone back to it and start taking glory. They are taking glory. After they wage violence against their own brother. Let me read from 11. In this one, go to Nigeria. In the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers carried captive his forces, when foreigners entered his gate and they cast lot for Jerusalem, even you were as one of them. Hey! Are you people following? The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 11, said, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers, Fulani government and their politicians, strangers carried captive his forces, when strangers entered his gate, when strangers entered our land and they cast lots for Jerusalem, even you, the people that claim they are fighting for Biafra, even you were one of them. Even you were one of the strangers. Even you were one of those who have come to carry the forces captive. You, most of
yes, you. Before we go, let us show you one of them. Now, let's listen to this video I'm going to play now. I want to give you one of the evidence of what the book of Obadiah is saying here. You listen to this now. When you listen, then tell me what is your stake on the comment section. Look at one of them. You see? Look at one of them here. Who is this? The vagabond. Listen to the. I hope the voice is coming out.
Or who can be described as a career freedom fighter. The DOS has no monetized page. The DOS does not have membership page. The DOS does not broadcast on YouTube where they are being paid. The DOS has no private accounts that they have scammed or cloned for people to pay in ESM funds between Simon Ekpa and the DOS and the career freedom.
When book of Obadiah said, even you, said what? Even you. And who are those you? That is people like Shamaka Ajere, the enemies in what we are doing. Shamaka Ajere is among one of them that went up and even you that allowed the enemies to enter. When Chiamaka, Jerry, and Ogen Kress, and also says them, when they call Biafra Liberation Army to cease fire for enemy to enter our land, even them that allow this enemy to enter our land, do you think that they can go scot-free? The answer is no. I just showed you one of them, you listen. Because getting my Simon, calling him names, from that day to today, he is always deviate from the movement. He always on the wrong side of this movement. Even that he was being managing, and they think that Chuo Kabian will just allow him just like that. The answer is no. Chuo Kabian will not allow him just like that. So my people, we must continue. Let's listen to Obatodi again.
Claim you own businesses everywhere in Nigeria. For that reason, you want everybody to die. Nobody is above death. Death is going to visit everybody. Just have to pray that you live and make impact in this life. The impact that matters now, as far as Nigeria is concerned, is not the impact to make people millionaires. It is impact to make people to be alive. It is impact to make people to feel secure. It is impact to make people feel they are free. That is the biggest impact you can make. Millions are going to come. People will become millionaires when they are alive. Of what use is it? You make somebody millionaire today and tomorrow he died by gunshot from Fulani. Of what use will it be to the society? You pick up somebody and send him abroad and he come back to Nigeria and police will kill him. It is happening every day. Why do you want to continue to be part of a country like that? Why? We are not the one bringing violence
We are
to
not the
Nigeria
one.
state.
To Nigeria,
Rather,
even what we are doing.
Nigeria aggression must be responded with aggression. That aggression is self-defense.
You are supporting Nigerian government in any way, either in the Nigerian army, Nigerian police, Nigerian security, Nigerian immigration. The PM has said today, we are not against you. But if you wear the Nigerian uniform representing Nigerian government in Biafra land, you are going to pay the price. And you're going to pay the ultimate price for supporting a terrorist government that is in Biafra land. These are terrorists that kill our people, maim our people, burn our houses, burn our businesses, burn our homes in Biafra territory. If you are one of them, you have yourself to blame. If you are wearing any Nigerian uniform, Nigerian military uniform, Nigerian police uniform, Nigerian security uniform, sorry is your name. We have no prison, we have no jail. If you are caught inside Biafra land, you are gone. Only one, under his leadership, His Excellency Simon Edna. Anybody that is confusing anyone or telling you there is another, no, there is nothing. There's just one, recognized by His Excellency Simon.
Do you hear that? This is things that we need to remind ourselves. From the words of Mazin Nandekano down to Tongozi Orabe. See how their words, see what is coming out from their mouth. You will, because never is no kwepru no nubo Biafra anya. Okwu ni fu mmadụ kwupụrụ n'ọnụ ọ ihe ahụ bụ obi Biafra anya ụmụ Biafra nke a nke ị ga-ewere nke a nke ị ga-eso. Self-defense is the key. We must defend our land and we must defend ourselves also. Even though the world up to now did not, the self-defense was not for a black man. They think that self-defense is only for the white people, but it's no longer. We have choose self-defense within ourselves. We have choose to defend ourselves. We have choose to stand tall against all odds. We have choose to have our own government. We have choose to govern ourselves. In this movement we are into, we have choose what? To govern ourselves, We have choose to stand strong. We have choose to defend our land. Only through supporting of the government. You must do what other countries did in their own parts. Other countries stand up and do what? Defend their land. Support their government, like Bangladesh, who support their government. Why we are doing what we are doing is to remove that negativity in some of Biafran people, like those who run to Adando to platform. That is why we are doing what we are doing here. To remove that negativity in your upstairs with your common sense that we are here to make, with your common sense that we are making you to understand that negativity of you supporting one Nigeria, negativity of you supporting Ogenkere could not be the best thing you should do. It could not be the best thing you will do. So in this movement, let us also listen to Brooklyn. He has something to say. Every voice is very important in what we are doing right now. All the sabos must flee from our land because they're all going to cover in shame and be cut off. Please wait for after this advert.
Repent.
Repent. Listen.
If you don't want to fight Biafra again, repent and remain silent. You can't stop this movement. You can't stop this movement. You can't stop this movement. And to those people that will collect money, nobody can stop this movement. We have seen death of our children during the war. After the war, Nigeria continued to kill us. Today, we have lost many people in a Hamufu, and nobody is talking. If at this point, you still see Simon Ekpa as your enemy, you are spiritually blind. Before going into today's broadcast and announcement, I want to share some stories with my fellow Biafrans. If at this point you still see Simon Ekpa as your enemy, you are spiritually blind. If at this point you still go to some native doctor, you still go to some oracle to help Simon Ekpa for no reason, you are spiritually blind. If at this point all you do is to plan how to help Simon Ekpa or Biafra, or how to sabotage the Biafra freedom which is coming next year, honestly, I'm sorry for you. I want to share this very brief story with Biafrans. Somebody who I have done nothing to, somebody whom I didn't know, I've never spoken with him. Simon Ekpa has been his problem from the day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. He doesn't want to hear my name. Each time he opens his mouth, all he is doing is to blackmail and they want Simon Ekpa dead at all costs. It happens that this particular man went to some oracle in Oka. He went to Oka to do juju to kill himself, not me. After doing the juju, he even used a gun to kill himself, not me. After the juju, the chief priest asked him to use the gun and shoot the person they claim is Simon Ekpa. He used the gun and shoot himself, not Simon Ekpa. After that, he came out and bragged that Simon Ekpa
will not last more than November. That Simon Ekpa is going to die before November end. Last week, he slumped and died. Simon Ekpa is still sitting here working for Biafra people. If you know this man that died after going to Oka to kill himself in the name of fighting Simon Ekpa, some of you know him, some of you watching me today, some of you that refuse to repent. If you know this man and you know that he have actually died fighting against Simon Ekpa, looking for how to kill Simon Ekpa, and that have not taught you a lesson, you will be the next. You are going to be the next. Repent. Repent. If you don't want to fight Biafra again, repent and remain silent. You can't stop this movement. You can't stop this movement. You can't stop this movement. And to those people that will collect money, I wouldn't go. I don't want to advise the chief priest of different oracles. If they come to you, collect their money, do all the juju that they ask you to do. If what they ask you to do, if my hand is clean, continue to do the juju, let the juju work against them. But if my hand is not clean, according to what they have come to you, let everything you are going to do work against me. Let it work against me. But if all those things, you see, I told you people that before December ending, all of you that have gone to one place or the other trying to hunt Simon Ekpa, you will have a story to tell. If you do not tell that story, some people will tell that story by themselves. Because some of you will not be around to tell the story before the end of this December. So, I am here to remind you again, to leave me alone. Let me fight this fight with God and the multitude of over 70 million Biafrans that are supporting what we are doing for their own freedom. You can't fight God. You can't fight the truth and win. I also heard that some of them are bragging, still bragging, that they are going to follow Simon Ekpa with juju until they go down, not me. So if you know this man, that you know what he did in Oka, I wouldn't mention the shrine. I wouldn't mention the oracle, so that it will not bring bad market to them. I will not mention the oracle where he went to do this thing. After doing it, now he is dead. What did he gain? He killed himself. Because that gun he shoot at something he says Simon Ekpa in the shrine have turned around to be himself. Nobody can stop this movement for the freedom of Biafra people. We have seen death of our children during the war. After the war, Nigeria continued to kill us. Today we have lost many people in a Hamufu, and nobody is talking.
He's a miracle walking God. He's a miracle walking God. He's the Alpha and Omega. He's a miracle walking God, miracle worker. He's a miracle walking God, Abba Father. He's a miracle walking God. He's the Alpha and Omega. He's a miracle walking God. He said, depending your time zone, what are you waiting for? Click the like button, subscribe, comment, share. If I keep us away, if you are just coming across our channel for the very first time, you are welcome. This is Keredna TV 2. We are live and we are direct, bringing you the gospel of redemption. Your doorstep. If I go come and say, the reason I don't know far from it. If you cry, you school. I know I'm Chief Kaiji. I just want to make common sense as always, quickly and very brief. Into I see me about. Oh, if I'm not running na ibe more on my you gotta go. I'm house of people see it. Now the truth of the matter, I want to for catching the for mindsets. Many of them do bata or banya okumoroma. Do you know that some people for the okumoroma now you make it day rage accountability. Now I refine or Giovanni, why I judge my account on the flying H-man. Or many go ever happen account. You gotta go. If you know when you decide on a good work, or when you get the flying H-man and put name a fundraising. You gotta go. Find a fundraising. Find a collision madu, no bullet. Factoring the madu, the mother, colleague, you gotta go. And then I instruction, make out chain, gas raise. That is accountability. This ABM, easy and I about. Or what about yourself now? On anybody when I'm call no brother. And I want to make it on the gas raise. Guy, one naira. Yeah, about accountability. You gotta go because they got gone and the Obama run and then do on a buy, Fulani H-man on a buy. Obama and do one, he was a profit guy according to news of the on social media. Now, I'm gonna find out count what the money. Go at the end of fact confirm more the show they guys with. So what that part? The only part of travel, have you seen them one day asking for accountability? Mbahana go guy name of your fan boy. This is different mindset when you have an hoping that Nandeba now to take go. If you refuse to account for it, then we'll just believe. When you just go to and Fulani H-man, now how they have a hello, how are you? If you have one like I do I'm going to account because he have a collective fund and then the money roll, they worked so hard for it before they got the money. And over name Maria, on over and the Fulani social media. Now, Hannah Buffalo, how do you emerge the money now? Have any amount to bring to us? More will have any amount, man, have as now your style of governance or leadership. Just bring us money. A gun of leader for favor. Man, Hannah this specific. In fact, Hannah again. You gotta go up again to see you will take that. They know what that money fire say make your nose news. Accountability. And they what that money they are going to count the money. Count the money to make sure that they go to this. I was saying this account to can they buy collectively to the Naggy. You know, my Fulani H-man and I will accountability. You don't know. If I had a good accountability, listen to him and we move.
How many times have Fulani H-man on social media and be talking about?
Be talking about listening.
Their account, who managing and does. How many times have they come to this accountability of this and that?
How man but social media and the accountability can have between on FGG. So he never expect to have on social media. Mana on off camera, even in the cabinet, you refuse to account for a guy before but as a public. Negative.
BIAFRAS, wake up.
Listen.
Not everything we do. How many times have Fulani H-man on social media?
Let if a leader na corona. Let if a supposed leader na co. Negative.
I've been talking about their account. Who manage it and who does. How many times have they come to this accountability of this and that? BIAFRAS, wake up.
Okay.
Not everything we do. How many times have Fulani H-man on social media and be talking about their account?
Okay.
Who manage it and who does. How many times have they come to this accountability of this and that?
Okay. Hey, leader.
Wake up. Not everything we do.
Oh, good leader. And also can buy na to even with her. After all, on the Fulani H-man, they are do accountability. Maloma la Fulani H-man. Now, they beat price. Now, one day I go. Now, one day I don't involve in the FOG. To me, any accountability. What man so over and draw. Oh, yeah, Pambo. Over the data guy, now, you will take a bazium, but they won't. We are the Fulani H-man. We look at you. You gotta go. Then, I'm on beg on the soy. Can't get a beat the price. Kayamana man gonna beat the price, man. I go to location I be with ego. Kafamana man gonna beat the price, man. I go to the guy is. Kayamana we with the guy I am not going to go the money to ascertain those ways. This is where I have problem from this. Can you won't give understanding? Came on no USB, really clear the web. Now here's the truth. He kept putting me in the Kabiama. He said.
There is one thing that I want us why I play this voice note. You hear Robert Obi said, repent. You see, there is those that are not going to repent. You see, by now, with what others are playing out, and people have never repented up to now, that person will not repent again, and he will never be on the right side of what we are doing. You see, that is what Ogenkere is a criminal. And people in America know about him. When you look at Ogenkere, what is coming to your mind? Whenever you listen to Ogenkere, what is coming to your mind? Whenever you follow Ogenkere, what is that thing that is coming to your mind? Whatever you listen to him, a criminal, always be a criminal. A 419er will always be a 419er. A forger of documents will always be a forger of documents. Do you see those he bring to compare and contrast what we're doing, the Fulanese, that we are fighting to live, that we can never live life like them? Look at his reasoning. For those who are following this man, that is saying that the Fulanese have never come for accountability. And what are we fighting for? Yes, he's a drunkard and a criminal. Do you see how human being reason? Do you see how what I don't know people that are following this man, whether are they not ashamed of saying that Ogenkere is their leader? Someone that has nothing to offer. Look at what he's bringing, people that he's telling us to look at their movements. The people that the whole world was against, whatever they are doing. That is where you know who sent them. A hungry man. He is a hungry betrayer. That is who Ogenkere is. How could Ogenkere open his mouth and say that Fulanese are they calling for accountability? Why are you calling for accountability? Imagine. That is why he told you that we don't need political correctness. Who does that? I said it here. If we could not get political correctness now, we are building another Fulani country in Biafra. To fear kwa. Papokwa ihe ọjọọ, papokwa arụ n'isi. Kwa na ọ dị possible. As in again, kwa na ọ dị possible to build another Nigeria in Biafra land. One gbakwa aka gbapụ n'isi gị. Look at where this man is coming from. Then people are following him. People are on earth talking about him, fighting and defending him because they paid you money or because of you're a fan of somebody. You don't know that those are supporting him on earth. He was the one sponsoring their earth movement. He's the one paying the money. The money you are contributing. Today you have understand that he's not giving any man, any Biafra Liberation Army any money. Yes. He was coming to catch up with Biafra before his plan crushed. Ogenkere Isaiah Anyogo is a criminal. See, EJ, I wonder those who are following this person, honestly. Well, my people, the number to call is, if you want to call, the number to call is plus 973 360 51337. Only on WhatsApp. Only on WhatsApp. Plus 973 360513337. That is why I am calling, because of the restriction on the country where I am. That is why I call it on mouth. So you can collect the number. If you have anything to contribute, before I go to play the history of Bangladesh and what makes Bangladesh to get their leader back. That is the discussion that is going to lead us to the ending of the program today. That is what is going to lead us the ending of this program today. Bangladesh. If we may have time, we are still going to play what's happened to Finland also, how Finland did their own. I can see my senior comrade, Biafra is a DOS, Onyezu. Moisa from here, I salute you, I greet you, my brother, my senior comrade. Thank you so much for always doing the needful. Thank you so much for always supporting the truth. Thank you so much for always making Biafrans to have that common sense that we need to use on this movement. Thank you so much for Mazazados. Thank you so much for changing the negativity of our people. Thank you so much for doing that. And I said, may Elohim continue to bless you, give you more wisdom, more strength, more energy, more tolerance, more endurance, and more faith. This is what we discussed. This is what we're discussing this morning. May Elohim give it to you. We need endurance. We need tolerance. We need patience. We need faith. Chukwu Okabiama are testing us if we have this quality, because we too complain. We are complaining too much. So I want to know, are we going to stand on this particular our declaration? Are we going to go back to what happened to us before? Because we complain like the Israelites. We need to endure. We need to relax. We need to put faith. Put your faith, because any faith without work is dead. When you have a faith but you are not supporting on the fundraising, that your faith on USB is like nothing. The only way your faith work is when you bring one ejema to support tomorrow, being Saturday the fundraising. That is only way your faith is working. Faith without work is faithless. Faith without work is what? Faithless. Our people. I said the number to call is, I don't tag the number or pin for now, because there is a restriction in country where we have a new law says do not, if you're social, do not place the number on your screen. That is why I'm calling it on mouth. So for those who want to call, plus only your WhatsApp, plus 973 360 5137, plus again plus 973 360 5137, only on WhatsApp if you want to call the number. So my people, we are going to go in right now in the history of Bangladesh. I said I'm going to continuously bring in this history of Bangladesh so we can use it a little bit to let's know whether we can change some negativity of these people, our brothers, that their mind are so porous to be deceived, that their mind are so porous to be changed in any minute. That is why I will continue playing this aspect of what we need to do to bring Mazen Nandekano out tomorrow. What we need to do to stop the execution of Mass Simon in Finland is only recognition can bring out. There is no true world, there is no true country again. There is no true fact, or there is no righteous countries in this world again. All the countries are corrupt and colluded to do evil to get money. Only recognition can bring Maz Simon Eba out, can bring Maz Nandekano out. If you think that what Ibe Butos or claim that he is doing can bring him out, for over 5 years, Maz Nandekano could have been out. Well, after coming down to follow history of Bangladesh, I said, wow. So this only on this revolution of our country can bring Maz Nandekano and every Biafra out from detention. You will hear something today. When we play it, you will hear something. Bangladesh got their independence. They got recognition. When they got their independence, when they declared their independence, the leader was not sent to them. until one country recognize them. Nearly a one country, that is even a small country, recognize them as a nation. What happened? They released the leader back to the Bangladesh people. The Bangladesh people call him the father of the nation. That is how Bangladesh address him. That is how they honor him. Our father, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, his son, our general son, our first son, Mas Simon Ekpa, two of them are in detention today. What are you doing to bring it out? What we are going to do to bring it out is to support our government fully. That is only what we are going to do, that we are going to bring them out. They will without any judgment anymore. The incarceration will end. That is why I am begging, pleading, praying to Chukwuka Abiyama to facilitate this, because of the stubbornness of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Mas Simon Ekpa, for revolution to come from any country at all. Let that one country set it up. My prayer this morning, that I pray that Chukwuka Abiyama, in the next 2 months, that the country must organize us. From now till September, let one country organize us. It's very important, because that revolution will end the incarceration of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the incarceration of all the Biafrans in Nigeria, in abroad, anywhere. That is what we end it. Only what Igbo Butus is doing is not going to bring Mazen Nnamdi Kanu out. Thomas, however, told you no. If there is, they're only there to defend our land. But when it's come to this particular thing that we are talking about, it's only recognition. Go anywhere, search all the leaders who was captured and put in detention. Immediately they declare, the people that they are free declare their nation and get recognition, they will send their leader back to them free of charge. Case ended. That is how the case will ended. We must understand it. Madam EJ, you can deal with that person. I don't have his time. I don't have his time. So my people, we must continue to support our government. Which government are we talking about? United States of Biafra government. The new country that was declared on November 29, 2024. We are going to go how Bangladesh people released their leader, what they did to release. So you will know. Even Poland did the same thing also. Many countries has had the same problem that we are facing in today. Many countries has gone through that process. We are not only the one, only people that are going through that process. That is why I told you that what we need to do, bring your agenda. Bring your agenda to support the government. Not by too much or. That is why I thank our government that they are responding on things that needed their attention, not coming to respond on things that they don't need the attention. We are here to debunk the lies of this inconsequential. Their lies are debunking every day. Their lies are debunking every day in social media. Mazi Biafra is doing that. Mazi Humbler is doing that. All our people on social media are those, even on X, they are debunking their lies day in, day out. But we must remember that our government needs support. Tomorrow is fundraising. Bring your one ejema. If 5 people bring 5 ejema, it's something. If you have 20, make it 25. Let us do the needful, please, my people, to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa. Their coming out is in our hands. It's in our hands by supporting our government for recognition. That is why we need the fund. The fund are not going to only for Biafra Liberation Army. Now the fund goes to Biafra Liberation Army in general, anything military. It also goes to police. It also goes to build offices, rent offices. This Washington DC, our embassy, are we not paying money there? Government is paying money also there. That is all the areas. The money we are getting is too small to face the problem we are facing in. Problem that we're into. Let us listen to the history of Bangladesh fully. I will not interrupt. I will allow you to play so you can understand it. Then you ask yourself, what are you doing? Do you think that only noise social media The reason about that thing, share my card, here is you can bring my Simon never out. The reason about I don't know she's going to it's not all about cho. It's the action through our documents. As Obatobi understand that their declaration is very important. When I go down to search, Obatobi has searched all these contracts, see how they got it right. That is why he rushed for their declaration to get recognition so Mazda can come outside.
Bangladesh gained international recognition primarily through a combination of its successful liberation war in 1971 and subsequent diplomatic efforts. Here's a breakdown of the key factors. 1. Declaration of Independence and Liberation War, 1971. On March 26, 1971, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman declared Bangladesh's independence from Pakistan. This declaration initiated the Bangladesh Liberation War, a 9-month conflict.
Sorry, there's something I want to understand. The leader of Bangladesh declared independence in where? Pakistan. When he declared they captured him. Then what happened? Obatobi, all his program is to declare Biafra in Latin Finland. Did we not declare it there? Is it not where the Congo Arabese rose up? And because of this Finland knows that the region of Obatobi could have turned everything upside down more than it is before. It could have dragged into many countries into discussion of Biafra in every country. And they hold him by cease the fire, and by the thought that holding him will stop the movement, will stop their declaration. Even we are lucky that Finland did not go to Arabes for a declaration. Do you hear it? That the man who declared the independence of Bangladesh in Pakistan was captured in Bangladesh in Pakistan. Let me play it uninterrupted so you can follow. Then we'll come down to explain, even on comment section.
Pakistani army. The war resulted in widespread atrocities, including genocide by the Pakistani military, leading to millions of displaced people and deaths. Bengali guerrilla fighters, Mukti Bahini, supported by the Indian military, ultimately defeated the Pakistani forces, who surrendered on December 16, 1971. This marked the formal emergence of independent Bangladesh. 2. Early recognition by India and Bhutan. Bhutan was the first country to recognize Bangladesh on December 6, 1971, followed immediately by India on the same day. India also provided crucial military support during the war and harbored millions of Bangladeshi refugees. 3. Wider international recognition. Following the end of the war, a wave of recognitions from other countries began. Communist bloc countries, such as East Germany, Poland and Bulgaria, were among the next to recognize Bangladesh in early January 1972. Australia was the first Western nation to formally recognize Bangladesh on January 31, 1972, along with New Zealand and Fiji. The United States recognized Bangladesh on April 12, 1972. By the end of 1975, Bangladesh had been recognized by virtually all countries worldwide. 4. United Nations membership. Bangladesh became a member state of the United Nations in 1974, further solidifying its international standing. The process of recognition was not without its challenges. Initially, many international bodies and powerful countries were hesitant due to geopolitical considerations and the principle of not recognizing secessionist states without the assent of the home state, Pakistan. However, the undeniable reality of Bangladesh's independence, coupled with the horrific human rights abuses committed during the war and India's decisive intervention, ultimately led to widespread international acceptance.
What is your take on this? Do you hear it? That immediately they get recognition, they leave their leader. Pakistan leave their words, leader of the Bangladesh, who declared the independence of Bangladesh in 1971. And that 1971, India, because India has a brutal war with who? With Pakistan. So India quickly to recognize Bangladesh as a country. You see, that's why I told you, never is na neji fe nwanya amusu na sobede we seri ofe ka ogbo oso. So to Nigeria, we go to the country that hate Nigeria for them to recognize us first, whether they are Muslim country, it doesn't matter. What matters is that they opened their mouth and said, Biafra has been recognized as a new nation. That we have recognized them. That is what we need to free. Immediately they get this recognition from India. And one small country again, they get that first country that was recognized. Bangladesh is a small country, but that the same day they opened their mouth, recognized them, and put it in treaty. That is the same day India recognized. The other next day, the Pakistan people released the leader of Bangladesh. He went back home. We are going to continuously playing this every day. I will be talking about it because it is to change through Bangladesh history. I find out that they continue every day. Like what Mazes is doing, the building of this new country. What are you contributing? How we can build the country? Yes. Exactly what they did. This is part they start playing the history of America to their people. This Bangladesh. They use the history of Bangladesh, of America, to remove the negativity of their people. They come fully, immediately they declare independent and support their government. And the second recognition here and there. Do you see countries that recognize them? I hope you heard the names of countries that recognize them. Germany queue in, Poland queue in, Australia queue in. These people that are what? That recognize them. All these things is important for you to know it. So to change the negativity of our people, when you talk about Biafra, you will see our people flee away because they don't know the rule. They don't know how to get it. They don't know what to do. That's what I told you that he laid down every structure to get this Biafra right now, and we have get it. We are only working for independence. We are working for our recognition, and it's only on the name of government. Did you hear it from the Bangladesh people? That name they used to declare the independence is what they used to get recognition. Nobody ever in life will use a group of names to get recognition for a country. It never happened anywhere, and it can never happen. Nothing like bridge to get recognition. They are deceiving you. They are telling you they are raising funds because of recognition. Foul. Yes, this is about Biafra movement. I think we're answering her, or who it is. Yes, Biafra movement also is a politics also. We are playing the politics for the world to recognize us right now. We have declared our nation on November 9, 2024. It's also, because that's why I cannot give you the criteria and the qualities. Bangladesh was declared their independence where? In Pakistan. When they declared, their leader who declared it was arrested by Pakistan. And what happened? Their people did not go to Pakistan and doing protests. They went back home and fight for recognition. Those who went for Finland to go and do protest for Abatobi, Mugus everywhere, who don't read history. The man who campaigned for the protest, what is him today? The First Unite, Biafra Unite. Come and learn. You are sounding as if you know anything. Why you know nothing? Come and learn how a country get their independence and how the leader was sent back to them. Go and read history of Poland also. Poland also went through. Go and read history of Australia. Go and read history of Austria. All these people, they passed one thing or the other before they get recognition. A lot of things happen before they be able to get to work. Recognition. Recognition cannot come with you are in bridge and you want to get recognition for United States of Biafra. Who does that? Where does it happen? History always repeats, and things happen because of history. Yes, you are right, my friend. You are right. you get your independence from Russia. You see, we are getting our own independence from Nigeria. You know, the hope, friend, you hear about Nigeria colonize us. They are buying our people. They are intimidating us. They are abusing us. When you people get your freedom from Russia, did you people just got it, my friend? Don't people do one or two things before you get it? How did you get your own? How did you get your recognition of other countries? How? Yes, because we stand together. But where we are, we stand together also. You get your own two peaceful way, but the country that we are fighting for, they fuse. They suppress us with gun and bullets. Okay, people do their own by supplying basketball. Yes, I know. So, but our own, the people that we are dealing with, they refuse to understand us. So now, I want you to also help us to advert for, to put, share our program, subscribe on our YouTube page. Tell your people there is a new country. When you see anybody who look like me, ask him, are you from Biafra? Biafra was a country for 3 years in 1967/1970 before Britain come and colonize us and said, no, we are not going to move on like that. Okay, let us be a country with one country with Nigeria. Nigeria is the price of over 1,000 ethnic group. They come, they put us together. And the British also have it on written, we can say, after 50 years that we should come together and ask ourselves, do we want to separate or not in a peaceful way? We have been doing this from 1970 today, and they refused us to go. So we went to Finland on November 29, 2024 to re-declare it again as a new nation in Latin Finland. And our name now is United States of Biafra, my friend. That is who we are. That is who we are. So now we are looking forward recognition, like the way you people look for your own recognition. That is what we are doing now in United of Biafra. Thank you for coming in, but support us. We are looking for things to defend our country. Only you asking any black man you saw in your country, where are you from? Are you from a Biafran? Please do that for us. Go to archive, you will see. Go to Wikipedia, you will see. Go to Amazon, you will see our constitution there. We have our embassy in Washington, D.C. right now. A lot of things are moving. We have our army. We also train our police also to as a new nation. You know that all these things are very important. So we are doing it. And they hold our leaders. Nigeria kidnapped our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He's our first leader. He's in incarceration for over 5 years. They kidnapped him in 2021 from Kenya and blindfolded him, bring him down to Nigeria and lock him up in underground cell till today. Now, when we are planning to go to Finland to re-declare, Nigeria government also wrote a letter to Finland also. I hope you know about Finland, that Finland also get their independence from Russia also. I don't know between you and Russia and Finland who first get their independence. But you get your own peaceful way. You know that Finland did not get it in a peaceful way. They fought with Russia before they can be able to get their independence. I hope you know that. So, they keep now, Nigeria government colluded. You people first got independence before Finland. Thank you so much for replying us. Be a friend of Biafran people. We are unique people. Anywhere we go, we pay attention. We listen to their, we obey their rules and their commands. That is still who we are. We are in every part of the world because of the killing of the Biafran people in Nigeria. Nigeria is a country who are recruiting terrorists, Boko Haram, ICC, ISWAP into their military and send them in our land today. They are bombarding and killing us. They even throw bomb in our land, in our market areas where old women go to make their daily bread. They throw bomb there. They throw bomb in all our bushes. They don't want us to live. That is why we run. Also, when you see us running away, we are running because we want our life, we want to save our life. We want to be alive. When you see us in every country in the world, because the so-called Nigeria that we have left on November 29, they only use gun and bullet to press us down for hours. So going back to what I was telling you, now our second leader who rose up to defend our life, to protect our land, to give us freedom, Simon Epanjoko, our prime minister, Finland arrested him also, put him in detention. And a woman who is like a man rose up to declare the nation on November 20th, 2024. You know, he said their own, everybody are together and get it peacefully. Our own, we are together. That's why we have betrayers here and there. It's also our problem. But we are now seeking for recognition. So if you can present our matter, our case to your country, if you need our contact, we can give videos of what is happening in Biafra land, how Nigerian government are buying our people, how they are destroying our land, how they are burning houses, markets every day. We have it. Sometimes it's all about politics also. So we are seeking for recognition. We want a country to recognize us. We need it. So thank you so much, your brother and friend, for coming in. If you also have a handle, give it to us. You can also subscribe on you and also listen to you, also share your own. Why you are doing also that for us, for your people to know. Talk to your people in your language. There is a new country that was declared on November 29th, that this country is asking for recognition. We have oil. We have what it takes in the world to live as one people. That is why Britain and Nigeria are by forcing us to stay where we don't want to stay. Marriage is not by force. Being a friend of me is not by force. For me to be your friend is not by force. They are by forcing us, they are intimidating us. The inhuman right abuses every day, day in, day out. If you are open to show you what is happening in our world in my YouTube page, YouTube will bring it down. That is why I will not show it here. Lot of killings every day, massacring of people. In Benue State, in the last 2 weeks ago, over 220 people was murdered on broad daylight by Fulani headers, by Boko Haram, by ISWA. In your country, do you have a secular country? Do you have a country that you are in one country, in your own, you have two laws? That is how Nigeria is. There is a law for big man, there is a law for poor man. There is a law for Fulanis, and there is a law for ordinary people. Nigeria Britain has recognized the so-called Nigeria as an Islamic country also. Why we are Christian? We have freedom of worship. You worship what you like. What pleases your conscience. This is what we are doing. Why we are playing the history of Bangladesh is what? Because we want people to know how Bangladesh get their independence after brutal war. When the war ends, they start getting the recognition. They start getting the recognition. This Finland that arrested our PM in the year of 1967, their country supported our movement. They supported our, but the Finland today, their president refused to raise us also. Then he was killing our people. We are the children of light, yes. According to Madam EJ, we are there. I see my brother Boshi. Good morning from here. I thank you so much for coming. Please, as you come, please. We must do the news. We must say the truth at all times. We must stand up for the part of the truth, yes. That's what we are doing here. For the world to hear our voice, for the world to recognize us, for the world to know that they say that self-defense is our right. Why are they keeping? Why are they holding up at all? The man Simon and Joka, our PM, Finland. Self-defense is only for the white people. Is it when it's come to them, it's going to be their inalienable right to choose who will govern them, to choose their alliance, to choose their friend. So we don't have the same rights they have, is what they're telling us, my people. We are not going to allow them to intimidate us anymore. We are not going to go back for anything. I want to play it again for latecomers. Movement of Bangladesh. It is the same that happened to us as has happened to them. Listen to this.
Bangladesh gained international recognition primarily through a combination of its successful liberation war in 1971 and subsequent diplomatic efforts. Here's a breakdown of the key factors. 1. Declaration of Independence and Liberation War, 1971. On March 26, 1971, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman declared Bangladesh's independence from Pakistan. This declaration initiated the Bangladesh Liberation War, a 9-month conflict against the Pakistani army.
Sorry, the network disappeared a little bit. The network checked somehow.
The war resulted in widespread atrocities, including genocide by the Pakistani military, leading to millions of displaced people and deaths. Bengali guerrilla fight.
This genocide of Pakistan to Bangladesh people, that is what we face through today. Nigeria army are doing the same thing to us today. And whether we are responsible, even only the way I'm talking to you will prove to you how responsible we are. We are responsible people. That is why we travel everywhere in the world to stand for the truth. We are fighting for our rights. And we must take it. Yes, my brother, thank you so much for that comment. So the inhuman treatment that we are receiving from Nigeria is too much on us. That is why we have declared, and we have left Nigeria. We have declared our own on November 29, 2024. There is no going back. We will go back from it because we have a right to choose who is going to be our friend. We have a right to govern ourselves. We have a right for self-defense, not a crime. I watched time of Russia and Ukraine. American Vice President is said is their inalienable right for self-defense, and the human rights must be protected. Why is it not happening in our own case? Why is it so different in our own case? Why our own? Now nobody cares about it. Because of mass, Simon Ekpa is defending us. Finland, they arrested him till over 8 months now, put him in castration. They refuse to let him go, which is not the rules of the country. Yes, the irresponsible of the world is what we are facing also. You said so. Don't you think that irresponsible people would not care about you? They will make excuse that you are enemy because you want to be responsible for yourself. But that is what we are clamoring for. That is why we are doing it. That's why we are doing what we are doing. Yes, you are right. Those people, they don't want us. But we know that we are responsible. That is why we are fighting to be free. That is why we are fighting to have our own nation. That is why we are doing. That is why you see, not only me that are doing this. Every platforms today of the Biafran people. We have Humble Lion. We have Biafran Senators. We have Kai Report. We have Ezekuna Son. We have Rose. We have Ugo 247. We have Ezedos. And we have our government handle. When you go to S handle, you will see them discussing the way forward of Biafran people, the way forward of our government, how responsible we are. That is where you will find us. So it's not only me that is doing this. It's on my own time. I volunteer to do this because I value my country. I love United States of Biafra so much as a country who are going to stop the inhuman rights abuses, who are going to stop the intimidation, who are going to make the law to become from the rich and the poor. In Nigeria, the law always favors the rich, while the poor suffers every blessed day. That is one thing we are running out of it. So I thank you for your comment, for being reasonable with us. Thank you for also telling us that we must be reasonable. We are reasonable people. Check in your country. If you see a black man, ask him, are you from Biafra? Yes, but religion also promotes. Religion also promotes what we are doing also. Religions are very important. But today, the kind of religion we are seeing today, they don't want truth. The kind of religions we are seeing today, they don't want truth. Many of them are lying. But we have those that are supporting what we are doing also. We have some of them. We have some pastors in Biafra land who are supporting, who are telling their people that you need a new nation to be free. Nigeria is a place where they told you you have to go and pray when months end to get money. How? How? Where? Biafra is the light of the Africa. African country is down because of the refuse, the coming of Biafra. We raise Africa back again. They see us as another Japan. They see us as another China, because we can manufacture. We can use our brain and live. So, yes, the tribalism is too much, but we don't care. What we care is our movement. Like I told you, you will see on comment section, my brother, my friend, you will see on comment section, Biafra Exodus TV. Subscribe also there, make your comment there. This is how you can you also help us to promote us, to prove that you are not a tribalist person. I think you are all your comment today is very nice, and we also learn from you as the way you also learning from us today. We are the Biafran people. Some country hate others, yes. If not even some, the Nigeria country hate us. A lot of things are going on. The kidnapping of our people, the abduction of our people also. That's why we need recognition very fast, so Nigeria can live in our land. In all areas in our land, armor tanker everywhere, fighter jets on the air. If you say a word, they will come in Biafra land and take you away. Even not only take you away, they will burn down the houses of the innocent people, the civilians. Nigeria is a country where the army are buying or killing their own citizens. That is what Nigeria is because of they colluded with Boko Haram. Because of they always put Boko Haram or terrorists inside. They said they have trained and they have changed. They will now push them back to Nigeria, back to Biafra land. But we are pushing them back gradually because it's our self-defense. We are in our land. We are not asking them to cheer part of Nigeria land for us. No, we say, leave us. We are the Biafran people. We want to have our own nation. We want to stand on our own. We must continue. We are not going to go back from their declaration. We are not going to denounce their declaration. We are here to support our government. We are here to tell the world that this new country must get recognition, that you have to recognize us. We have what it takes to be a country. We have all human criteria. We have all human resources. We have all the qualities to be a nation. We have it. We have what it takes to be a new nation, to be an independent country. We have it. So whenever you see us coming, please know that we need recognition. We want you to talk about us. We want you to make your government of your country. We want those who are following you on YouTube or anywhere to know there is a new country called United States of Biafra. That's what it is. Please, as you come, please like and share the program. Please, my people, like the program, like the program. The like, there is a 3 dots that you are seeing. Please click on that 3 dots. William, I am talking about United States of Biafra. I'm talking about United States of Biafra government, Williams. The country that was declared on November 29 by Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. Not we are under Nigeria for over this year, but on November 29 we said no, it is over. We don't want Nigeria anymore. We want to be free like Bangladesh. We want to be free like India. We want to be free like Kuwait. We want to be free like every other country in this world who are free. We have casted our vote of self-referendum. Over 50 million votes was casted by Biafran people. We are more than 100 million people in the world. But we have a vote of over 50 million people for us to declare our independence in Latin Finland on November 29, 2024. That is the day it happens. So we are no longer just saying we have got it. The only thing we are looking for now is recognition, like every other countries. They get recognition and they move on. We have our map. We have our defense. We have our border. We have put all these things in. That's why I told you. Just go on archive. Just go on all this Google and search of Biafra. You will see our map are there. Everything about us is there. We are taking our freedom by force because we are the owner of the land without apology to anybody. That is why we went to Latin Finland to declare our independence, because we have passed through a lot. Here I am not because I am in a foreign land, but I am here. If I am in Nigeria by now, I might not be alive. Nigeria is a destiny killer. Nigeria is a destiny killer. That is who Nigeria is. That is why we all run away. I was once one of the secret outfits. Yes, Biafra is overdue, William. But what you must know, we have fought before. We have fought before. In 1967/1970, through the time of Chukwuemeka Odimoegwu, when Britain come and said, okay, hold on, stay for 50 years. After 50 years, you will come back. Check from 1967 to now. Is it how many years? And we are asking Nigeria, let us come to round table. We want to go. That is what our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was telling them. And they went to Kenya and kidnapped him and tortured him for 7 days. And still today, he is still in incarceration. Yeah, we refuse their language of Nigeria. We refuse their tradition. Nothing about it that we are dealing with them anymore. We are doing our own tradition. We are doing our own religion. We are doing our own constitution. We are doing everything right now by ourselves. That is what we are doing. That is what we are doing. Yes, because you people are white and they valued you. Our own is by force. You know that the same Russia that free you free without votes or without the way people have done it. You know that that is how people do your own. But in our own, they refuse in that way. We have fight in 1967. We have fight to up to 1973 years. And after that, what happened again? They still force us to stay. Today we have this new generation has said no to anything against Nigeria. We don't have common thing. We don't have anything common. We have our border being secured by our Biafra Liberation Army, by Biafra Liberation Forces. They are there securing on our border, so nobody can invade our land anymore. Only one thing that we are looking for now is recognition from any country in the world. That's what we are looking for. That's what we are pushing for. That is what the government of United States of Biafra are doing right now. That is what we are doing. That is what we are doing now. We are building our nation. We are pushing for it. Nnamdi, yes, it's true. They captured our leader, which is true. And because of these enemies we are talking about, they refuse to talk about it. That is the politicians. Because they see that the coming of Biafra will end their criminality. They will not pack our money and go to all this country where they will use our money to go and buy houses. That is why. So when you see all this that we are doing, the only thing we have asked any of you to support us, to talk about us in your social media handles. Invite us when you are talking about it. Williams. My brother building something that left. Soro Nande, the same thing. Let's talk about this on every social media handle. Invite us, we will be there with you to discuss. We will be there to discuss about our freedom. We will be there to discuss about what is happening. Even on your platform, we can air our view. That is why we say, give us your handle. We can come in there and ask us questions. And we also ask you, we deliberate about it and why we are doing what we are doing, why we stand on that name, United States of Biafra. The name is United States of Biafra. United States of Biafra. And you know that united we stand, divided we fall. Nigeria is divided and it's going to fall very soon. So my people, we must continue to do what we are doing. We must continue to support our government. We must be here to do the needful. We must be here to protect our integrity, to protect our borders. We must support our government through your fundraising. Come to fundraising on Saturday. Come with something. Bring your fund to support the movement. All this, we know those who are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not entire Nigeria. The Southeast governors, the Igbo elites are the one holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, holding Mazi Simon Ekpa. But the only way you and I can stop them is by supporting the government and giving our fund and the users and get our recognition. Diplomatic movement is going on. Diplomatic work is going on seriously. I believe very soon, before end of this year, we know that the governments are doing the needful. With the little fund we have, we support ourselves. We fund our movement. The people of Biafra are funding the movement of the United States of Biafra. No single individual is funding it for now. Nigeria occupies areas of our oil and gas, our mineral resources, but we are chasing them away gradually. That is why every man, every woman, all hands should be on deck. Do the one you can do. My brother, Soro Nnamdi, we know how to go about it. The way we are going to go about it is the way Bangladesh got to their own. Hold on, let me play you how Bangladesh got to their own. We are flowing history of those who have get their independence. So we are there. The last way of it is to do what? To declare and defend it. That is the way. Without fund, you cannot present those documents in different countries. Nothing easy comes. Nothing good comes very easy. That's what we are into right this time around. So we must spend. We need fund even to protect our borders. We need equipment to protect our borders. We can't do it without fund. So that is why the fund is very, very important in what we are doing. Listen to this.
Mukti Bahini, supported by the Indian military, who surrendered on December 16, 1971. This marked the formal emergence of independent Bangladesh. 2. Early recognition by India and Bhutan. Bhutan was the first country to recognize Bangladesh on December 6, 1971, followed immediately by India on the same day. India also provided crucial military support during the war and harbored millions of Bangladeshi refugees. 3. Wider international recognition. Following the end of the war, a wave of recognitions from other countries began. Communist bloc countries such as East Germany, Poland and Bulgaria were among the next to recognize Bangladesh in early January 1972. Australia was the first Western nation to formally recognize Bangladesh on January 31, 1972, along with New Zealand and Fiji. The United States recognized Bangladesh on April 12, 1972. By the end of 1975, Bangladesh had been recognized by virtually all countries worldwide. 4. United Nations membership. Bangladesh became a member state of the United Nations in 1974, further solidifying its international standing. The process of recognition was not without its challenges. Initially, many international bodies and powerful countries were hesitant due to geopolitical considerations and the principle of not recognizing secessionist states without the assent of the home state, Pakistan. However, the undeniable reality of Bangladesh's independence, coupled with the horrific human rights abuses committed during the war and India's decisive intervention, ultimately led to widespread international acceptance.
Thank you so much. This is what we needed Finland to do, to intervene in what we are doing. This is what we are talking about. In all these things that is happening, in all these things, recognition is the most utmost part of it right now. You hear that the Bangladesh did not abandon their independence. We cannot abandon this our independence of November 29, 2024. We will never abandon it. We are going to be here to be talking until that recognition comes. Because the more you push, the more people are hearing from you. The more you online, the more people come across what you are doing. We don't know from where recognition will come. The government of the University of Biafra are pushing very hard, working very hard for this recognition. Do you hear that? Germany, Australia, Poland, they started recognition. Bangladesh started getting recognition. After we ended our war without having our Biafra, time of Ojukwu. The war ended in 1970. But that this war ended today, the answer is no. The answer is no. The answer is what? No. Did the war stop? The answer is the war continues still going on today. This is more important in what we are doing. We must stand first and protect that declaration. Then you push for recognition. They say after war and after Bangladesh and the Pakistan ended their war, the recognition starts coming. That is what we said. When Ojukwu is about to end the war, he don't know that it remained 1 second for America to intervene and recognize us as a Biafran. Ojukwu quit because of there is lack of social media. Because Nigeria was sponsoring BBC with their lies, covering everything up. I don't think it's happening. When America got idea, before they can go to their parliament to put things in order, Ojukwu has already quit because of the too much of advice of our people, because of the too much killing, because of the hunger, starvation in Biafra land. Ojukwu quit and have mercy on his people. So today we must continue to do what we are doing. We are at war with Nigeria. We are at war with Nigeria government. We are very big at war with them. But the only way this war will quench is just one thing, one recognition from one country. They will leave Mazen Nandekan. That is how Bangladesh, their leader was leave immediately they gets the recognition from India and the Kohata. I don't know the country called Kohata, or the name they are answering today, or the region they fall. Immediately Bangladesh, immediately India recognized and the Kohata recognized Bangladesh. Their leader was sent back to Bangladesh from Pakistan that was arrested and detaining him, like what they are doing to Mazen Nanakano and Mas Simon today. We must be here to say the truth. And I said, if you have anything to contribute on this platform, you can call number on WhatsApp plus 973 360 51337 plus 973 360 51337. I repeat for the last time, plus 973360 51337. Only on WhatsApp, straightly on WhatsApp alone. That is how, because we are doing this over 3 hours that we are here. We are about to round up this morning and wait for afternoon time to be alive again today, by the grace of God. If the power is there to come back, we are going to come back. My brother, I don't know what you're talking about. We are doing it well like every other country. the way they fought, every other country fought war. How do you want us to do it? How do you want us to do it? How do you want us to, Soronande, how do you want us to do it? We are doing it like every other country. And what works for other country might not work for us. We started with, I started in Biafra land by carrying placards, shouting, screaming, singing on the street. Holy, holy man, Zinandi Christ, another Savior. We are singing, Enyanyi Biafra, Wantitu, Ganyeme Yako. We have gone through all this. We are doing it well. Now that we are government, there is no going back. It's only through this way of government, going through diplomatic way, having lobbies here and there to lobby about Biafra is the only way we are going to get it. Now we are on the right track through our government of the United States of Biafra. No changing, no other words. Because we have done it from 1967 till today. When are we going to get it right? We got it only right. Now we have the government to represent the issue of the people. That is only way out. That is one thing I want us to know. That we are getting it what? Right. We are doing the needful. We are doing the needful. Even what works for Bangladesh is what is working for us right now. What works for Bangladesh is another that is working for us right now. What works for Bangladesh is what is that thing. Bangladesh, what works for them is fighting war with Pakistan. After the war, they did what? They get their own recognition. After fighting war with Pakistan, they got their own recognition. Nigeria will move. Let me tell you, Nigeria will move when we get recognition. That is when they will move. You don't know the value what's called recognition. Once we get recognition, Nigeria will move out from our country. They are moving gradually. The pressure on Nigeria right now is not like the way it is before. They knew that something is happening because Nigeria is corrupt people. That is why they put corrupt people in every office in the world. Nigeria does not enter any position because of their merit, but because of they bribe their way in. That is how Nigeria go into any office in this world. That is one thing that we all must know. So nobody should say that we're not getting it right. We are getting it right. There is an interview made by with Al Jazeera station with the late Bulgaria. When he was asking about the Biafra, he said they should go organize themselves and come. Now we have organized themselves more than the way we are before by having this government of United States of Biafra led by Dr. Ngozi Orazabal and all the 24 or 23 cabinet members. We are getting it. And alliances, we are making it everywhere. We remain steadfast in what we are doing. The government are getting it right this time around. No contacting of any. Only thing we need to contact is words, the countries that can recognize us. That is what we need this time around. Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, they all gone through war before they separated. That is what can work in Nigeria. Well, tell me, what's that that cannot work in Nigeria? Cannot work in Nigeria? Is it when we are carrying black placards, singing on the road, and Nigeria government come and start shooting at us? Is it that one? Is it Mazda Kano for over how many years trying to make it peaceful way, and they refuse? And Mazda Kano said that the only war we choose that work for us is going into war. That war is what we are into, and we are winning it, whether you like it or not. We are winning. The countries, they will come. If people are running to Finland today, do you know what it takes Finland to get recognition? After Finland, they fight brutal war with follow Finland. You will know that what we are doing has happened many places before, my brother. So don't know. It has happened. If you want now, I will play you about Finland. What happened to them? The same thing. There is two factions in Finland, red and white. They even have their internal war within themselves. Where Finland, the Indian of Finland buy over 38,000 Finland before the recognition. The same Russia that they moved away from still give them recognition, because the words that time the other countries pressurized Russia. Today, our government has sent a document to Nigeria that Biafra has been declared on November 29, 24, and they played deaf ear on it. How do you want us to do it again? There is no way. Master Khan told you that anytime you hear somebody saying we have only 2 ways here. Either Nigeria accepted our self-referendum, or we conduct a vote, or through war. This is Master Khan said, because of the mentality of how Nigeria it is, that is going to be through war that we're going to get it. And we are fighting the war, and we are winning the war, and we are getting it. Right. Bangladesh fought. Pakistan fought with India. Russia fought with Finland. Finland fought for their own freedom, independence. All these things happens. We don't need to come and forge any other thing or formulate that we know it, or why we don't know how to. We don't know the rule. Over all these years, what have you been doing to make sure that we get Biafra? Is it now that we have a government? It's only in this government that we are getting it what? Right. No other government will make us to get it right. It's only on United States of Biafra government can make it to get it right. Listen to this before I will come to play you another video that we are going to use today to conclude. We are want to see, go back to the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the voice of Simon Ekpa and also Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. These are things that we have to be bringing out for people to know. We are getting it right. We are doing the needful. We are winning. We are what? Winning the case. No matter what comes, no matter how saboteurs, no matter how enemies want, no matter how the world pay their deaf ear, they must listen to us. Listen to this, because I want to get you to play you the history of Finland between red and white also, so you will know there is no other way except this way we are doing it now.
We are fast forwarding everything to make it quick, so that when we get Biafra, you won't mess it up.
Yes, so now so hear this from Mazi Nnamdi.
All of you with your general overseer, if you're in the Biafra army, telling me I should leave Yoruba pastors alone. If you know Yorubas don't want Biafra,
there are problem also.
Yes, this man said, Kubiji said he is praying for the zoo not to break up. Yes,
you see,
and we are fighting for the zoo to break up.
1 minute, my people, I will be back.
If this pastor of yours, because as you're going now, you give your mom your phone number or your dad. Your dad goes to Yoruba church. They ask you that, oh, where is your son? My son is fighting with the army of Biafra. The pastor can say, give me his number. I want to call him. Yoruba will call your son at the battlefront. If your son did not receive this,
Hey, sorry, my people. 1 minute. Sorry, 1 minute. We will go back on it again. Sorry. Sorry, 1 minute, my people. Sorry.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10, says, for violence against your brother Jacob shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. All of you have seen the way the people who claim to be fighting for Biafra, you know that this is a special week we are. Okay? What has happened today? Some of them, all the things they have done in the past, they have gone back to it and start taking glory. They are taking glory. After they wage violence against their own brother. Let me read from
my brother Soro Nandi. I have mentioned my number on this platform. So if there is any information you want to pass through me, contact this number I'm going to call now. +973360513337. Repeat it again for you. That is the number we always call on this platform. +9733360513337. If there is any information that you think can assist, please, we welcome it. Advice is not bad, it's very good. So if there is, please go through this way I told you now to submit what you think that you have in mind and can assist in what we are doing. But let it be a good one. So my people, for those of us who understand what we are doing and why we are doing what we are doing, let us continue playing the voice. Let's start afresh. For the word of Mazin Nandikan.
In the day that you stood on the other side,
that is why we are the way we are. We are fast forwarding everything to make it quick so that when we get Biafra, you won't mess it up. All of you with your general overseer, if you're in the Biafra army, telling me I should leave Yoruba pastors alone. If you know Yorubas don't want Biafra, is that correct? Yes, this man said, Kumiji said he is praying for the zoo not to break up. Yes? And we're fighting for the zoo to break up. Now, if this pastor of yours, because as you're going now, you give your mom your phone number or your dad. Your dad goes to Yoruba church. They ask you that, oh, where is your son? My son is fighting with the army of Biafra. The pastor can say, give me his number. I want to call him. Yoruba will call your son at the battlefront. If your son did not receive this education now, or is of a weak disposition, he'll say, okay, yes, so my general overseer, Pastor Kumi, man of God, said I should not fight anymore, that Nigeria is better for me. And since my man of God has spoken, I have to do what the man of God said. Rubbish. Now you understand why we are doing what we are doing?
Yes, sir.
We want to undermine everywhere the devil will come from.
Yes.
Plugging all the holes that the devil will come from.
All right. So we are reading from the book of Obadiah, from chapter 1 from verse 10. He said, for violence against your brother Jacob, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. Are you all listening? Let me repeat it again. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10, say, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. All of you have seen the way the people who claim to be fighting for Biafra, you know that this is a special week we are.
Jesus,
okay?
I can see you. You're welcome. Good morning.
What has happened today? Some of them, all the things they have done in the past, they have gone back to it and start taking glory. They are taking glory. After the wage violence against their own brother. Let me read from 11. In this one, go to Nigeria. In the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers carried captive his forces, when foreigners entered his gate and cast lot for Jerusalem, even you were as one of them. Hey! Are you people following?
We are following.
The book of Obadiah
It's happening right now.
chapter 1 verse 11
The enemies are cutting out
in
every
the
day.
day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers, Fulani government and their politicians, strangers carried captive his forces, when strangers entered his gate, when strangers entered our land, and they cast lots for Jerusalem, even you, the people that claim they are fighting for Biafra, even you were one of them. Even you were one of the strangers. Even you were one of those who have come to carry the forces captive. Most of you who claim you own businesses everywhere in Nigeria, for that reason, you want everybody to die. Nobody is above death. Death is going to visit everybody. Just have to pray that you live and make impact in this life. The impact that matters now, as far as Nigeria is concerned, is not the impact to make people millionaires. It is impact to make people to be alive. It is impact to make people to feel secure. It is impact to make people feel they are free. That is the biggest impact you can make. Millions are going to come. People will become millionaires when they are alive. Of what use is it? You make somebody millionaire today and tomorrow he died by gunshot from Fulani. Of what use will it be to the society? You pick up somebody and send him abroad and he come back to Nigeria and police will kill him. It's happening every day. Why do you want to continue to be part of a country like that? Why? We are not the one bringing violence to Nigeria state. Rather, Nigeria aggression must be responded with aggression. That aggression is self-defense.
You are supporting Nigerian government in any way, either in the Nigerian army, Nigerian police, Nigerian security, Nigerian immigration. The PM has said today, we are not against you. But if you wear the Nigerian uniform representing Nigerian government in Biafra land, you are going to pay the price. And you're going to pay the ultimate price for supporting a terrorist government that is in Biafra land. These are terrorists that kill our people, maim our people, burn our houses, burn our businesses, burn our homes in Biafra territory. If you are one of them, you have yourself to blame. If you are wearing any Nigerian uniform, Nigerian military uniform, Nigerian police uniform, Nigerian security uniform, sorry is your name. We have no prison, we have no jail. If you are caught inside Biafra land, you are gone. Only one, under his leadership, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. Anybody that is confusing anyone or telling you there is another, no, there is nothing. There's just one, recognized by His Excellency Simon.
Yes, so My people, there is one exposition that Obato be made here about Nigeria government. That we are not the one bringing violence. Not only that we are not the one bringing violence is the issue. The issue is also that Nigeria government are the one coming to our land to attack us. Are we attacking Nigeria government anywhere in Abuja, in Lagos State, in all? No, we are in our own land. And they are the one doing what? Attacking us. Now, there's another number to be said. You want to be a big man, a billionaire in a country where there is no assurance of security of your life. How do you want it to go like that? How do you want it to go like that? You need to be alive first. That is why I run away from Nigeria, because we want to be alive. And we make the money and eat our money. My people. So please, my people, understand the areas of what we are doing right now. That the only government is what we free Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazi Simon Ekpa by recognition. Thank you so much for today. We are going to be back again in the afternoon. Then we open our line for phone call. It's going to be open mic. As I'm talking, you are free to call that time. But for now, we are ending it up because we are over 3 hours and here. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, my people. Nice morning, nice night, nice afternoon, depending on your location. Thank you so much. We move.